All right, so everybody should be able to hear me now. Let me know if y'all can't hear me. Let's see how many people we got in the chat. We got 12 people right now. All right. Appreciate everybody joining in today. Did a podcast in quite some time. Been busy working a lot of overtime, and I have been very, very, very tired. So y'all just let me know if y'all can. So you say you can hear me? Okay, what's going on? What's up, Tayshawn CVL? What's HMT Cope? If I'm pronouncing that right. What's going on with y'all? Still waiting on Alex and Nick to get here. I guess they're doing something. They're busy right now. So I just want to just get some people here. So we'll get started. So whenever they get here, they just get here. So, okay, there go Alex. What's up, Alex?
Oh, shit.
Oh, Lord. He came and he left. He said, oh, shit. God damn it, Alex. All right. Nick apparently has car problems. Really?
Loud.
The hell's going on with his car?
Nick has a car?
That was CVL said. He said Nick apparently has car problems.
That sucks.
That sucks. But yeah, I'm still waiting on him. He said he's gonna be a little late. So like I say, hit that like button, share this videos, get some more people here. Got a lot to discuss tonight. We hadn't did one of these bad boys in quite some time. Shit. I've been back to work for like the past this week marks 2 months since I went back to work. So this whole entire time I've been gone. I've been away. I hadn't did a podcast. I've just been working 50, 60 hours a week, and I've been tired. And, since my wife hadn't been working, I had to take up the slack, because she's still recovering from her foot injury. And she says she's going to go back to work. She's supposed to be going back to work. Well, technically she's supposed to go back 2 weeks ago, but she still felt that she needed a couple more weeks to rest. But right now she does feel good, and she might go back this week. That's up to her. Either way it go, I'm taking up the slack until she gets better. And yeah, that's what happened. When you become a man, when you grow up, get your family, get a wife. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, man. So I went ahead and worked a lot of extra hours just to make up some of her bills. So yeah, I'm glad that I have a little time to myself to do this podcast with y'all guys. So appreciate y'all guys that's been waiting very patiently. And there's Alex still trying to get set. And are you ready to discuss our topics, or do you want to wait on Nick?
Is he coming, or?
He said he was going to be late. Okay, let me see. Let me message him one more time. Let me see. How late are you going to be? And y'all talking about me being late. I'm waiting on y'all guys this time. So you can't, especially you, Alex, you can't say nothing.
You started 2 hours earlier than you normally do.
Well, I got to go to work tomorrow. I got to wake up at 4 a.m. Yeah. I got to wake up at 4 a.m., man.
And we were supposed to do this on Friday, but you couldn't figure out your OBS, so I don't want to hear it.
I had to watch I watched a couple more videos on how to get this display capture back on, and I finally got it back on.
Nice.
And plus, we did start it kind of late on Friday anyway.
That's also true.
Yeah. So yeah, let's get some more people in here, man. Keep liking, keep sharing. Let's get some more people. We hadn't done this in a while, so come on, let's get some people here. Share it on Facebook, share it on Twitter, share it on Instagram, whatever. Let's get our minds off this election. Let's get our minds off for, those two devils. It's time to talk some video games. Time to talk some video games. Time to get excited about the new generation. We're going to talk about the games of the generation. Alex, are you trying to do like a top 10 games or top 10 games of the generation? Is that what you want to talk about?
Yeah, if we should probably talk about our favorite games this generation. This is literally the last podcast of the generation.
Yeah. That's fine. That's fine. That's actually a cool background you got there. Where you get them lights from?
Amazon.
Real? How much?
$25, and I can control them from
for
my
both
phone.
of them.
No, I bought 2, so 50.
Oh, okay. Well, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Hey, are you
I
planning?
could have used just one, I guess, but I like to have everything separate.
Are you planning on hold on, no. Yakuza 7 is going on PC, right?
Yeah, it's
Are
coming
you-
out in 2 days.
Are you planning on getting it? Because I'm hearing a lot of great things about it.
No, not until they put the other ones. Because I've only played up to Yakuza 3, I guess. No, 2. So I'm not skipping straight to 7. This doesn't make any sense.
Ain't that like a collection like 3, 4, and 5? I think there is a
Yeah,
collection.
those are on the PlayStation.
Oh,
I
well, you
have
gotta
it. It's
get a
on
PlayStation
PlayStation.
then. You gotta get a PlayStation.
Nope.
So
Nah.
you're not gonna play no more.
I will wait. They'll bring them over eventually.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Are you planning on getting the PS? Hold on, didn't you say you ordered 2 PS5s?
Yep, and I'm picking them up on Thursday.
Picking them up on Thursday. Are you gonna keep one, or are you planning on selling both?
Hell no, I'm selling both of them.
You asshole. Oh my
Not my
god.
fault that people are. Not my fault people are
man.
lazy and couldn't get one.
Man, you people, man, I can't stand you scalpers, man. Y'all are the worst scum on the planet, dude. I cannot
If y'all weren't so lazy and a little proactive,
y'all
it
are the
wouldn't be a problem.
reason why I keep on hitting my refresh button when it was time to pre-order a consoles, and I couldn't do nothing. Best Buy keep taking me out the damn cart. They took my purchase out the cart. You the reason, Alex. You are the reason. You are the reason.
Yeah.
You scum. Man.
That's fine.
Oh my god. I can't stand you scalpers, man. Oh my god! In Walmart, they gonna do the same thing on lunch day. They said you better get. They said on that post time, get your refresh button ready, whatever.
Yeah,
it's gonna be it's gonna be a hot mess again.
Oh, definitely.
It's gonna be a hot mess. So tomorrow, after I get up, man, I really don't want to do it. When I get off of work tomorrow, I'm going to go home, take my shower, and rest a little bit. Then I'm going to go to GameStop, and I'm going to go ahead and... I hate to fucking do it. I'm a camp. I fucking hate to do it. Because...
You still don't have a PS5?
No. That's on order. Remember, mine's coming in a week late.
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
mine's coming in on the 19th. Nah,
yeah, well,
I'm good.
one of them I'm picking up in person on Thursday. The one from Best Buy is an online order. They haven't said when that's coming, so I don't know if that's coming day one or not.
Yeah. So I told my daughter to keep a lookout whenever somebody comes to the door, because it's holiday season. You got these people that want to, what you call them, porch pirates.
Yeah.
So yeah, and it be mainly women. They be stealing. It be women. They be taking. It be the men. They be the getaway driver. I don't know if you've been noticing that. It's crazy.
Stealing packages is not really a big thing here, so like.
Yes, I know America sucks. Yes, I know.
Yeah, so, I guess.
I mean, I saw this one video. Somebody got caught on camera. Like, okay, he stole a package, then he ran, and he slipped, and he broke his leg.
I saw that. That was funny.
I don't even know if I see that. Like, how do I respond? Do I be like, hey, buddy, you good there, buddy? Let me help you out, or do I just stomp him, just keep stomping his ass while he on the ground?
You gotta keep stomping him, man. He tried to steal from you.
Oh my gosh, man!
Like you kind of have to, don't you? Like they tried to steal from you.
Well, the deal with that is he know where you live at. He come back and get your ass.
That's also true.
Yeah, that's also true. So you don't want to. Yeah. Speaking of that, my car got broken into last night.
Ah, shitty.
Yeah.
It was probably Nick.
Huh? What happened?
It was probably Nick.
It was probably Nick. It wasn't nothing in the car. It wasn't nothing in the car.
Then they're probably a crackhead or something.
I don't know, man. All these cars I was parked on the side, they decided to get mine. But then again, I always park my car either in the garage or in the back. But since mine was in the front and my car stands out is red. It's a red 2-door Honda Accord. So so I guess it stuck out like a sore thumb, and they saw a nice car, and they decided to break in. What did they take? Not a goddamn thing. I just had some napkins and some pens. Well, I really ain't got nothing. It was basically in the arm. They basically cleaned out my armrest that had nothing but junk in it.
Jeez.
So I was like, they must have been desperate, or they basically, they don't know what was in there, so they was trying to help and put it in the bag and leave. Because I saw one of my masks on the ground, so I knew exactly which direction they went, because they, some of the evidence kind of followed them. But they didn't leave nothing. So I'm out $200 on a freaking window. Yeah, I was pretty pissed last night, and it woke us up. It's so crazy. So crazy. You would think after the alarm went off, they will hairpin run. But he still took some stuff out of there. Like, that dude is bold. He has to be a crackhead. Because as soon as that alarm went off, my wife, she got out the bed, she got the keys and turned it off. I was like, hold on, wait a minute. That's our alarm. Alarm rarely goes off. It never goes off. I was like, shit, let me go outside and check on this car. Yeah, and the window was busted out. And they still had time to take something out, even though it's not even worth the freaking dog shit. So
what did they take?
Nothing. Some napkins and some paper and a paper clip. They didn't take. I'm just more upset that I had to wake up extra early. I couldn't go back to sleep, so I went ahead and you know what? It was 4 a.m. when this happened. So I guess all that shit was over with. I was just on the couch, just so pissed off, and of course my wife came and comforted me, and we just sitting down for about an hour talking. I was like, okay, I'm cool. Let's go back and lay down in bed. So I think about 6 something or 6:30, I had one of those moments, those sleep paralysis, whatever. I tried to get up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I had 3 of them this morning because I've been going through this all my life. So, so basically, I was trying to call my wife's name, but when you're in that state, you don't know what you're saying. My wife said I was slurring my words, so she here and got me up, and I said, okay, cool, thank you. And I went right back to sleep, and like 10 minutes later, it went right back into the same state. And after she woke me up again, I went back to sleep, and a couple minutes later, I was like, what the hell's going on? I was like, this is some weird ghost spiritual crap. I hate them things. Do you go through that, Alex? I hate it. I don't know. People call it sleep paralysis. I call it demons, because I'm sick of. I swear this is my. Okay, I think this is the 3rd time I went through this week. I had 3 of them today. I went through another one, I think, on Thursday, and one on Monday. So this is nothing new to me. I probably experienced this I'll probably say maybe 2 to 3 times a month. It's not good.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
that's pretty often.
It's not good. It's so crazy that my wife said she hadn't experienced that ever before until she met me. So yeah, just putting two and two together. Yeah, it's some. Yeah, I ain't trying to go all into that. It's just I had a bad day. Car got broken into. Trying to wake up to go get the thing resolved. I couldn't get up. I'm up, but I can't get up. I'm pretty sure somebody in the chat experienced that. It's not a good feeling. Take shots, I get some holy water. Dude, I do all the praying and this and that. My mom, she came over. My parents came over before they, I won't say had some holy water. They had the anointing oil, whatever. They. I don't know, man. I'm not trying to get onto the religion stuff. I've been experiencing demonic activity a lot growing up, and I'm not even kidding. When I'm talking about demonic activity, I'm talking about some poltergeist type of stuff, like doors slamming, ain't nobody in there. So yeah, that's basically has been my night, man. Yeah, it was frustrating. Very
That's
frustrating.
fucked up.
Yeah. So how do you go through yours? Do you ever go through it?
Go through what?
Like a sleep paralysis, whatever. You up, but you can't get up.
No, I've never experienced that.
Man, whoo! You do not want to experience that, man. I'm sick going through that. Ugh.
Yeah, usually I sleep pretty good. Other than like, you know how like sometimes when you're sleeping you'll have like a muscle spasm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that in my leg once in a while. That is so annoying.
I used to like sleeping on my side and my stomach, but the way my sleep paralysis is getting worse, I do not want to sleep on my stomach or my side, or I could suffocate. That's why
I can literally only sleep on my back. I cannot sleep on my side and on my stomach. I just cannot.
it
fall
used to
asleep
be comfortable, but I be so afraid when I get into that shock. Like my face will be in the pillow and I can't breathe because when you in that state, you can hardly breathe. It's like you're in a different dimension, and the air gets very hot and heavy, and it's not a good feeling, man. So. Yeah, anybody in the chat, if y'all ever experienced that, just let me know. Y'all ever experienced something like that? It's not a good feeling. So Peach, where's your boyfriend at? Tell him get in here.
Where's freaking Nick?
Fucking Nick.
Fucking Nick. We can't even talk about our favorite games till this guy shows up.
All right, so I guess damn, I hate to get started without fucking Nick. Peach, what's going on,
Yeah,
Nick?
right?
Where's Nick? Peach says she's sleeping on her side. Yeah, my wife, she the same way. She's sleeping on her side all the time.
Yeah, I have my own side. My wife has her own side. I don't like to alternate.
Yeah. Yeah, Tayshawn says it's scary, especially when your eyes and you can't speak. Yeah, it is scary because a lot of times, like my eyes, it hardly opens, but when it does open, I see a blur.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What's up, Scott? What's up?
Okay. Oh yeah, Monster Boy.
Did anybody get in touch with Nick?
I'm gonna make a separate list for top 10 indie games. I think they deserve their own category.
He said, now I have no idea. My car won't start. I'm still. Oh, that sucks. He said he's stuck at work. Damn, Nick.
Shit. Nick is gonna work overtime now for free.
Let me see. This was at 6:30. I guess we start. I guess we can start until he gets there. If of course, that's more important, the car situation. So, okay, I guess it's gonna get started. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is your boy, Evergame27, back again with another Real Talk podcast, or you could say Alex Real and fucking Nick show, but I guess today is Alex and Real. I guess, but yeah. Yeah, I try to get a couple more people on, but of course, Dirty, he's busy. Mr. T, he's tired. Everybody's tired from work, man. I guess everybody pushing a lot of overtime, man. Because T said he's exhausted, but then again,
I'm sure like a lot of jobs have less employees right now, so they're working their employees longer.
Yeah, because at my job, we got a similar situation because we got 2 employees that come to work probably 3 times a week. It's like they gone 2 days a week. I'm like, how the hell they keeping a job? If and the days they do come, they extremely late. I'm like, what the hell? I was like, it has to be the COVID. I think they just don't want to hire nobody.
Yeah, they don't want to hire new people.
That's probably what it is. And as far as T situation, since he's a school teacher, they got to work double because not only they doing the online classes, they doing the online class and the students that's coming back in class. So, matter of fact, I heard some teacher has been quitting because they said it's not worth it because you doing double the amount of work with this COVID situation with no pay increase,
no benefit.
Yeah, so I can understand the teacher's frustration and. Over
they already get underpaid.
Yeah, they always been underpaid. I don't understand. You go to college, you can get your 4-year degree, get your bachelor's degree or master's degree to become a teacher, and you
You're
get
barely making more than a guy who works at fucking McDonald's or something.
I think the average salary of a teacher is like 40,000 in America. The average salary, and
That seems low for a teacher, though.
that is low because I make
Yeah.
I make over 40,000, and I didn't go to college. I went to a trade school to become a plumber.
Right.
On average, a plumber on average a plumber made between 55 and 60,000 a year. That's without overtime.
Right.
But we work, in the plumbing trade, we work a lot of overtime every year. So, a licensed plumber on average, per year, I'd say between $60,000 and $70,000 on average. But if you work a lot of overtime, about 80 to 100,000. So yeah, teachers do get underpaid. Very.
Yeah, they definitely do. Yeah.
So anyway, we got some topics about our game of the generation. We're gonna talk about Sega in this situation and the rumor that's about Microsoft is going to acquire Sega. It's just a rumor, and we don't know. Of course, Phil Spencer has been hinting that, I won't say hint, he said they want to buy more studios. And the way things are going, I don't know, man. I think Microsoft might be the best bet.
Definitely
for Sega to acquire them
to survive.
Yeah, just to survive.
And there was a not a rumor even. It was said yesterday or the day before, like Microsoft has already approached several Japanese studios about buying them.
Oh, really? You know
But
which one?
They wouldn't say no. They wouldn't list which studios. But apparently, Phil has gone around to Japanese studios and he is very much trying to buy Japanese studios right now.
I think it makes a lot of sense.
I hope it's Sega, man. Sega makes the most sense by far.
It does. It does make the most sense,
Yeah,
even though
they are obviously dying right now. They're bleeding money right now.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what to say. Not too long ago, they said they was doing, pretty, okay, pretty good, financially. But I guess the whole COVID thing, it kind of messed everything up. Especially in the arcade business and Sega, they are notoriously known, to be an arcade company. That's how they started the business, arcades, and they got the world's famous arcade place. And I'm sad to see it go because I did put that on my bucket list. If I ever do travel to Japan, I would love to go to the Sega arcades. And and just I'm a big anime fan, big Sega guy. I love video games, I love anime, and I would love to just visit Japan just because of their culture. I like their culture, and they're not as racist as China. I'm never going to China. Hell no. I know how they operate. Yeah. If I go to China, boy, I'll be having signs. Outside. No black people here after 7 o'clock. I'm sorry. I don't know what I did to you. Some of my skin color. I don't know what I did to you. So okay, you don't want me here. I'm not gonna be here. But yeah, that'll be on my bucket list before I die. I would love to go to Japan. I would love to go to.
I would never want to go to China anyways, but Japan, absolutely.
Well, they probably would mistake you as a black guy since you brown. So
yeah, that's true.
So basically, yeah, that's one of my places I would love to go before I die. Of course, Tokyo. I would love to go to, of course, Africa. I would love to go. To the Caribbean. There's some places I would love to go before I die. So okay, so I guess since Sega, we brought up the Sega subject. I guess before we talk about that, what you been playing this week? What you been playing?
Just the normal stuff: Mario Kart, Smash. I played. 1 second, let me pull up my list here. I just beat a game recently, but the name is escaping me for some reason. I've just started playing a game called Blood Roots on the Switch. It's an indie game. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's hard as nails.
Yeah.
But what else did I beat recently? I played through Raji and Ancient Epic. That was a really good game.
Yeah.
No More Heroes. This is the first time I played No More Heroes. Honestly, I was not impressed. I don't like that game at all. And then I beat Celeste again because that just came out on Game Pass. So I beat that. And yeah, and then we tried Deep Rock Galactic on Thursday because that just came out on Game Pass too. That game is really fun.
Okay.
4-player co-op shooting survival kind of game. I like that game, so we're probably gonna make that a weekly game or every second week, something like that.
Hey, I'm just now looking at the chat. Ain't nobody gonna tell me that the chat is on my face. Nobody don't see that. Nobody.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Ain't nobody gonna tell me nothing. Ain't nobody gonna tell me nothing. Oh, boy, y'all something else, boy. Thank y'all for telling me. Now I'm gonna move it where it needs to be at. Boy, y'all something else. Okay.
I thought you wanted it like that. I was like, okay,
no, I want to cover up
anything.
Okay, so that's
I have no idea.
yeah, it is what it is. So
Yeah, that's what I played this week. Yep.
I didn't really play much this week because I've been working a lot, but I had a little free time yesterday, so I went in and popped in. Was it Katana? Was it? God dang, what was the name of that game? Katana something.
Katana Zero.
Katana Zero. That's actually a really good game. It's very challenging. It's kind of hard, but it's really good.
Very, very good game. That's a fantastic game.
I really did enjoy it. I do love indies. And I got back on. Was it Divisible? Is that the name of the game?
Indivisible.
Indivisible. Okay, Indivisible. Okay, yeah. That's a really good game, too. I just hadn't played it in a while because I've been so busy.
That game is awesome.
Yeah, I love the art style. The art style is beautiful. I love that art style. And
it's gorgeous.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
I like the combat, too.
Yeah. I like the combat as well, too. And it has a really good story. And I like the voice acting. It's pretty solid. Yeah. So that's a game that I really recommend people, whoever has Game Pass.
Yeah, that's on my list for favorite indie games of the generation.
Yeah. As far as indie games, so you want to talk about that too? Do a category?
Well, I just made it separate because like I don't combine indies with the AAA stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
It's fair to do so. Yeah,
I will say best fighting games. But honestly, I really haven't been playing many fighting games this generation, so it's more of like RPGs, JRPGs, action adventure, indie games, sports games. Yep. No, I really haven't played no sports games. Because they just
closest thing to a sports game I play is Mario Kart.
Mario Kart. Oh Lord, there ain't no sport. That's
if you can even call that a sports game.
Y'all need to switch that up, man. How long have I been doing Mario Kart Madness since? God dang. How long? About 5 years?
No other good racing. I don't want to play that Crash racing game. That game sucks. And like I would play the Sega racing game, but nobody wants to buy it.
Really?
Sorry, not Sega. The Sonic Transformed, like that game on sale sometimes, but Mario Kart's just better.
I heard the Sonic. I hadn't played that one, but people say that's like one of the best Sonic racing games. But the newest.
Everyone keeps saying the last one was the best one, and that this newest one is not nearly as good.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. I know it's Sonic Racing Transformed. I think that's
Transformed.
The name.
That's
the name of it.
Yeah, that's the last. I think it's last gen.
Because somebody told me that Sonic Racing game was actually better than Mario Kart Wii. That's what somebody told me.
Right, I hear that a lot too. But this new one apparently was not that great.
Oh, I don't know why. If it's like this, if it's not broken, don't fix it.
Don't fix it.
Yeah. So I don't know why they trying to change things up, man. But maybe, like, with that has to, with the whole quality and all that.
Anything Sonic related, they always do such drastic changes for no reason.
I really don't know why. But that's why I want Microsoft to pick Sega up, because they have the financial backings to help Sega out if they struggle on that aspect. And right now, I'm not sure how much debt that they are in, but when they basically sold their whole entire arcade Man, it's crazy, man. Like I don't know what to say. Like, and another thing, they asking for over 600 employees to voluntarily retire.
Yep.
So that got me thinking: if they doing that to their employees, or they really about to sell Sega, because that's a lot of employees that they're about to lay off. Something about to happen. And I really think Microsoft might be on the forefront to probably acquire them pretty soon. That's gonna be a it'd be awesome. You know,
That
it'd be
is a
awesome.
lot
Remember,
of employees to ask to quit.
yeah, like I think like I'm not sure if it was a day of the pre-orders or it was like the day before a day. I don't know when Microsoft announced that they had purchased a Bethesda. Wouldn't it be kind of crazy the day tomorrow, the day before the release of the Series X, they acquired Sega? Like that would be
Yeah, they did the Bethesda announcement the day before.
The day before, so it wouldn't surprise me if they announced something else tomorrow, just to, have more buzz around the launch of the Series X.
Yeah, if they buy Sega, like that would be a huge win.
Yeah, because like if you think about it, Sega does have a lot of great IPs. I would love, for them to back up. Like, let's be real. If Microsoft buys Sega, they bought Bayonetta. They bought Vanquish. They bought the Persona series, the Shin Megami Tensei series.
That means they buy Yakuza.
Man, that Aliens Isolation, that right there. I know you don't like horror games, Alex. That is
But do they like that? That's a movie license. How do they own that?
I really don't know, but they own the IP. They own the Aliens IP.
Weird.
I don't know the story behind that, but yeah, all the Aliens games, Sega has been the publisher. But as far as horror games go, like Aliens Isolation, I know Grew the Legends. He told me he's been trying to get me to play that game for years. Then when I finally, of course, I finally played it when he actually gave me some money to buy it. So I went ahead and bought it because if somebody gives you some money and wants you to play it and give you the money, just play it, man. Just play it. So when I played it, like I love horror games. I love horror movies, and it's not that type of game that it's a run and gun. It's that type of game that it's a jump scare. You have to hide. There is a little action, but you got to conserve your ammo. Like it's a true survival horror game. And the jump scares on that game, if you scared of horror movies, you don't want to play this game because I love the stealth mechanics in the game. I just love it. That's like one of the best horror games I ever played. And
a lot of people say that.
Oh man, that was an awesome game, and I would love for them to make a sequel. So that they actually sold, it's so decent. Sold over 2 million. That's not bad for a horror game. Horror game.
Not bad. Yeah.
Horror game it's like a neat. I want to say
horror games don't usually sell in the millions, so I would assume that's
besides
Ruby, Nintendo's not buying Sega. Ruby, calm your ass.
The only two
Nintendo couldn't even be bothered to buy Rare. Calm your ass down. And they let Atlas slip through their fingers. They ain't buying shit.
Oh Lord. So the only two horror games that I know that sells, well, is Silent Hill and Resident Evil.
Resident Evil mostly. I don't think Silent Hill sells that well.
It's okay. They still sell the millions, but not as much as Resident Evil. But you'll still get a 2 to 3 million from Silent Hill. So the only horror games that I know that will sell over 1 million is Silent Hill, Resident Evil, and Evil Within. That's basically the newest horror game that came out this generation, and I do love it. So of course, yes, I guess we could talk about that as well. As far as RPGs, man, it's a lot of. I played a lot of RPGs this gen. And I know some, man, I kind of wish Nick was here, man. But so, okay, let's continue the Sega topic. So, do you think Microsoft is going to acquire Sega? And is it the best thing for both parties? What do you think?
I think it fits what Phil and Xbox are looking for. They're looking for a Japanese studio. And clearly, after this recent news, Sega is obviously in some sort of financial trouble. You don't just sell off your arcades and ask 650 employees to basically quit on their own for no reason. So they're in some sort of trouble. So I believe that Phil Spencer has at least talked to them. I don't know if there will be a buyout. I would hope there is, because that works out for both parties. Xbox gets to fill their Japanese games, which they lack. And of course, all those games will go to Xbox, PC, and they'll be day one on Game Pass. So that's great for everybody. And then it's good for Sega because they have a secured funding for all their titles, and they get to take more risks by putting their games on Game Pass too. So I think it's a win-win all around. That's the best case scenario. Obviously, it would be great if Sega could survive on their own and stay third party, but just based on what's going on with them right now, I don't know if that's even really an option for them. So we'll have to see. I'm sure we'll hear about it in the next couple of months or so.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping that Xbox does swoop in and buy them. That would be ideal.
Yeah, because like as far as Sega goes, it's not like they got games that will sell in the tens of millions. The only game that sold very well this generation is Persona and Persona 5. And Persona 5, it started off a little slow. And you know, like it's
their Sonic games still sell really well.
I'm not. How much did the Sonic Lost Worlds? Wasn't Lost World?
Oh, that was a Wii U game.
What was the newest one?
But the Sonic Forces was still like 6 million, I think.
Wait a minute, no, hell no. That game did not sell 6 million. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it did. As of May 2020, Sonic Forces has reached an estimated 6.8 million players.
Are you players? Is that?
Oh, that says on PlayStation Network. What is that? Is that part of PS Plus or something?
I really don't know. That's really not a good. It's kind of
I don't know,
confusing when they say 6.8 million players.
Because it still have to be individual people.
6.8 million players on PlayStation. So you know what? I think it was on PlayStation.
That's what this says.
So it was on.
It must have been on PS Plus.
Yeah, it was on PS Plus. But we still
I don't know. There's an article here. It says Sega says Sonic Forces perform strongly. That they don't say sales numbers, so who knows?
They don't say sales number. Okay, strongly. Okay. So if Sonic still their number one IP, then right now, Persona series is their number two. And as far as I know, Persona 5 and Persona 5 Royale, I think so they're estimated between 4 and 5 million. And that is great for a JRPG. The only JRPG that will sell in those type of numbers is Dragon Quest. And Dragon Quest is very huge in Japan. Yeah. Very huge. And in Final Fantasy.
And Final Fantasy, of course. Yeah.
So those are the only two JRPGs that go neck and neck with each other that will sell in the 5 to 10 millions. And it looks like the Persona series is gaining a lot more popularity. And, you know, I never played the series. I did not know that it was that good. And, you know, when I started looking into the background and history of it, I was like, man, all these games scored so well in the 90s, but there ain't nobody buying it. Ain't nobody. Maybe it was during. Okay, of course, when that came out, I think the first one came out on the PS1. I think around that time, not too many people didn't really too much paid attention to JRPGs because there was a lot of JRPGs out there that scored very well but did not sell worth a shit. Kind of like Sega's game, Skies of Arcadia. So like shit, but the game is awesome. You know, it's critically acclaimed. You know, 90 something on the Metacritic score. Ain't nobody playing it. You know, so basically, I think, you know, as the years went by, the popularity of video games had went up drastically, and now a lot of people, you know, basically want to go back and play a lot of these games that they overlooked because if you think about it, around the PlayStation 2 generation, it was so many damn games, man. It was hard to keep up with. Like the PlayStation was so freaking popular, like a lot of games just got lost in the shuffle. A lot of these games was actually good, and
well, same thing with Yakuza. Like Yakuza, only really got like super big this gen.
Basically.
They've been around since like PS2.
Yeah, because it was. I think it was strictly. It was exclusive to Japan. It didn't really come. I'm not sure if there was a Yakuza game in the States during the PS2 era. I'm not sure because I never heard of Yakuza until this generation. I never did.
Yeah, I didn't get onto Yakuza till this gen, and I'm kicking myself for it because I love Yakuza now.
I don't know, man. I just hate the fact that Sega is actually got some really good games that's gaining popularity, like Yakuza and Persona, and they're falling flat on their face right now. It's very sad,
Right.
and like you said, having Microsoft's financial backing, it's gonna suck because as far as Sega games, it fits more on the Japanese system because let's be real, Nintendo. They really make most of their money off of Nintendo and PlayStation. Let's just be real.
That's for sure.
And Sonic
and now
sells.
PC. They've been doing very good on PC recently.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah,
that's true. So I'm not sure if it's. I'm not sure if they're better off staying third party, or if they're doing that bad, just let Microsoft take over.
If they do stay third party, they need to stop doing this shit like Persona only on PlayStation.
Yes.
Like all their games should be multiplayer. If that's the plan to stay third party, they got to stop these stupid deals.
It's
obviously
crazy.
It's not working.
Because I don't think they got an exclusive deal with PlayStation. I don't think they do.
No, nobody openly says it, but there has to be some.
You think so?
That makes no sense why the Persona 5 game is not on Xbox and PC and Switch.
My question is, why is it not on?
It's their best selling. It's one of their best selling games. Why aren't they maximizing that? There has to be some sort of deal they have.
Like Persona 5 sounds. It sounds really good, really great on Nintendo Switch. I'm trying to tell you, these Nintendo guys will freaking eat that game up. I don't know what's going on.
I guarantee you,
with
Persona 5 would sell better than that shitty ass Shin Megami game that's coming to Switch. Guarantee you, Persona 5.
I really don't understand. It has to be, an exclusive.
There's got to be some sort of deal. I don't know why they won't talk about it though.
If there is some type of exclusive deal, then Sega need to probably talk to Sony again. Be like, hey man, we're not doing well. We need to put this game on other platforms because if I don't know. If they, what's the point?
Like you look at Yakuza for example. Like Yakuza used to be PlayStation only, but now they're putting it on Xbox. They're putting it on PC, and it's become bigger than ever.
Yeah, that's because Phil Spencer made sure that when years ago when he said he
secured it, but
yeah,
I know you're right. He went over to Japan and he basically, I guess, dropped a bag of money on them.
That's when we was mad at Phil Spencer.
There has to be a reason he can't get Persona, right? Yeah, that's true. At that time, now he's doing.
At that time, we was getting on Phil Spencer about 3-4 years ago. I was pissed off. I was like, I don't think he's the man for the job. This and that, and a lot of people was pissed off because Xbox wasn't getting no games. Their exclusives was shit. It was just a bunch of lip service and not enough action. Then the past couple years, I changed my mind on Phil Spencer. I was like, you know what? You did everything. That's why you're in that position. That's why you're the head of Xbox, because you know what you're doing. I'm just going based off of emotions, but I'm not going based off what you're really planning and what they preparing for the long game. And we just want something now.
Yeah.
So the way Microsoft, the Xbox brand is set up, it's gonna be a huge success in the long game, especially with the Bethesda acquisition. So
yeah, that's definitely for years in the future. That's nothing for now.
Basically, I know. So maybe as far as Stargate, I think we might get that Stargate game before Elder Scrolls 6, because it looks like Elder Scrolls 6 might be freaking 3, 4, even maybe 5 years down the line. Maybe.
You mean Starfield?
Elder Scrolls.
Yeah, but you're talking about Starfield.
Yeah, but Starfield's been in development a while.
Yeah, that's coming out before Elder Scrolls.
Yeah,
They already
so
said
it could be
they're not even
another-
going to start Elder Scrolls till they finish
It
this.
could be like another year or two. We might see a Starfield. I do expect a Starfield game within the next couple of years. Maybe.
Yeah, probably another year.
Elder Scrolls might be either mid to late generation. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. So like I said, with Phil Spencer, like he basically shut me up, man, because the stuff I've been talking about him, like I didn't know what the hell I was talking about. So so I'm glad he's the guy for Xbox. He is the right guy. Some people they didn't left the Xbox camp, went to PlayStation. They dedicated their YouTube channels to talking shit about Xbox, and I guess they went to the PlayStation side. And with all the great things that Microsoft is doing, they still talking shit without even congratulating. I was like, wow, are you that mad? Wow, this dude is literally is doing what you asked him to do all generation, and now you still talking shit because, like, let's be real, PlayStation fanboys love when you make anti-Xbox videos. Let's be real, they love it, and that's how some of these guys is growing their channel, like an MBG or a Crap Gamer, because they was pro Xbox gamers at first, and I guess they wasn't getting enough traction. And when they start talking shit about Xbox and start, putting a PS5 on a pedestal or whatever, they get. I don't know. That's why I said the Sony fanboys are the worst, man. They are the worst. So it's like it's like they're getting more popular by talking more shit about Xbox. Every video, it's a freaking clickbait title. Why Microsoft sucks? Why the PS5 is better? And this and that and this and that every freaking day. Oh my! Hey, if that's how you make your money, that's cool. That's how you make your money. But God dang, I'm too old for that shit, man. I'm too old. That's why I respect Randall Thor. I respect him. He's a really good chill YouTuber. Of course, he said it millions of times that he's a fan of both consoles. He's not gonna just dog shit PlayStation, because he even said it. The PlayStation had the better games this generation, but he still prefers Xbox over PlayStation. So like, there's nothing wrong with that. It's his preference,
Yeah, he's the only Xbox channel that I watch. I can't watch it. All these other Xbox channels are horrible, garbage content. He's the only good one. Other than I think his name is Zocker.
Yeah, I've been watching him too. He's pretty cool. He's pretty
fair. Him and Rand are good, but the rest of these guys like Colt and Dealer and all these other crazy
I don't watch
Xbox
Dealer,
guys.
but I do watch Colt sometimes because he does sound very professional. One thing I can give to Colt,
if you listen to what he's saying,
yeah,
he is not speaking facts. He is lying.
Maybe he got that radio voice like
he has a really good voice, like Review Tech. He has a good voice.
He has a really good radio voice.
He has very, very good editing skills. Yeah. But if you listen to the shit he says, he's just spewing propaganda.
Well, yeah, he's a fanboy. He's a fanboy.
Yeah, I can't listen to him. So bad. But yeah, Rand is good. Zocker is good. But there's really not a lot of like good Xbox channels. At least not that I can find.
Oh, really? But yeah, I've been watching Zocker. I've been watching him a lot.
Yeah, I think
lately.
It's Zocker 87.
Yeah, I've been watching him. He's a pretty chill dude.
Yeah, he's good.
He don't do that
he's
console
pretty chill,
war stuff.
He's pretty fair. He doesn't really do like, you obviously can tell he leans towards Xbox a lot, obviously.
Yeah.
But like, he's fair about things. Yeah.
Yeah, like, hey, that's your preference. If that's what you like, that's what you like, man. Like, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it's just so hard to find ones that aren't crazy. That's the only thing.
What about next gen? Is he still chill? What is he doing? Is he going back to the Xbox camp? I hadn't watched him in a minute.
I haven't watched Zaire in a while.
Oh boy, but I think he's been a little bit more critical on Sony lately than Xbox.
I would hope so, because like the PlayStation 5 is a piece of garbage compared to the Xbox.
Yes, yeah. Hardware wise, it's very, very inferior, man. We know.
Not even just hardware. Like, you can't use the SSD expansion at launch. Their backwards compatibility is not as good as the Xbox. The Xbox is better than the PlayStation 5 in every single conceivable way outside of first party lineup.
Yeah, yeah. So like I say, well, you say that right now, but once that deal get finalized with Bethesda,
Yeah, but like in a few years down the road, once
yeah,
Xbox, you can't say that now because those games aren't here. You haven't seen any of
yeah,
the games,
yeah.
so
So right
you can't say
now,
that. As of right now,
PlayStation got the
their
better
first party
games.
lineup does not compete with Sony. That's just
Yeah,
how it is.
it
But
doesn't compete.
in a few years, that could definitely change. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why they working on the long game. And like I say, Microsoft, they don't care because they are a $1 trillion company. That's what I don't understand about a lot of these fanboys. I don't understand. Like they keep on saying that Microsoft needs Sony more than Sony needs Microsoft. I'm like, what? Did you not Google their network? Like, just slap yourself, dude. Because Microsoft just became a $1 trillion company this year. $1 trillion company.
Yeah.
There's only $3 trillion companies in the United States: Amazon, Google, and Microsoft.
Microsoft.
So
Yeah.
Sony, on the other hand, they still haven't approached $100 billion as far as network goes. So you might,
They're really not in the same league at all.
yeah, money wise, you can't, like Microsoft could do it. It's like this. Microsoft tried to purchase TikTok for over $40 billion.
Oh, next
They tried,
next
but they
year, I'm
failed.
gonna add him in here.
So what happened?
Nick said he wants to invite. I'm just add him in.
Okay. Oh, he finally home.
Okay. How the hell do I add him to this? Add.
Let me see. Let me see if I can do it.
All right. Let me see if this
Nick.
works.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I think I'm in.
Okay. There we go. And Rail is here.
Oh. Did I get out? Hold on. What the hell happened? No. Okay. There I go. What happened?
We good?
I'm back in. Where's Nick?
I don't know. Okay, there we go.
Oh, he's back.
Yeah, I see him now.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So we're finally got all three of us in here. So what's going on, Nick?
Hey, what's going on?
So what's going on with your truck? You got everything sorted out? Can you hear me?
What happened?
Oh, that's why I haven't. Okay, I had my YouTube up. Okay, yeah. All right, I'm on board now.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So what happened here? What happened to your truck?
The battery died. I got a new one.
Okay. How much that cost you? About $150?
120.
120.
Yikes.
Okay. That's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that
Was that
sucks.
nice
man.
little emergency purchase?
Hey man, like I told Alex, man, I had an unexpected bill this morning. I'm out $211. Somebody broke in my car this morning, busted my glass out. So yeah.
They're probably searching for a PS5 in your trunk.
Okay. Yeah, good thing I took them tools out the trunk. No, I don't think they went in the trunk. The only thing I got in there is a toolbox that I just purchased from Home Depot. But all my tools is at work, so good thing I didn't have my tools in the trunk, because yeah, my plumbing tools is very expensive, man.
Yeah, that's not cheap, obviously.
Hell
Hey,
no,
no
just
intention to mess behind
have a torch and the torch tips alone. I think I paid over $500-600 just for that. So yeah, we was in the middle of Sega, their situation, and Microsoft might be the best fit to purchase them. And so I guess what's your intake on this, Nick? With Sega in trouble, like, are they trying to get people to retire, so they trying to consolidate the company to get ready to get bought by somebody, or maybe Microsoft?
I'm kind of 50-50 on them being bought by Microsoft. I mean, on the one hand, like that's a lot of Sega games that hopefully go to Game Pass.
Yeah.
So I'd be for that.
No, they definitely would. All their first party games go.
Yeah.
But so I don't know. That'd be neat. But like the other thing I don't really like about Game Pass is like the games don't always stay. But then again, if they
they're
own
first
them,
party games,
first
they're-
party games
okay,
stay.
then yeah, that might be a.
yeah, it's the third party ones that alternate out.
I mean, on the negative side, I kind of like the fact that as a Nintendo fan, I can lord Bayonetta over other people.
Yeah.
Which unfortunately, it's not like I wouldn't play the game. I mean, definitely I'd buy the game on Game Pass, but you know, that kind of ha thing is gone, and that kind of hurts a little, but
Yeah,
not that
but
big of a
it
deal.
It would look better. It would run better,
Mm-hmm.
and you get it on Game Pass. So there's a lot of advantages.
Yep, that's true.
It's funny the other way.
Well, hey, remember Phil Spencer said something about they trying to get more rated E games, and Sega got
But-
the Blue Hedgehog.
But I'm
So,
hoping if
Sonic is definitely rated E.
if
own-
it gets Super
do they
Monkey
own
Balls
Knights?
rated E, got Puyo Puyo Tetris
Yeah, Super
is rated E.
Monkey-
They do got a lot of family friendly
that.
games. A lot of family friendly games.
Yeah.
But what I want to see out of this, if they buy Sega, I want to see sequels to I want to see new games too, though.
Yeah, like
Like,
I love a Vanquish too.
I want my goddamn Virtua Fighter 6. Okay.
I keep dreaming. It ain't gonna never come. Didn't they got like another?
Microsoft barely supports their own fighting franchise, so I don't know if they would do another one. They barely
Killer
support.
Instinct. Who cares?
Well, they own it and they don't do anything with it.
I just want another. I just want another Aliens Isolation. I don't know. Did you play it, Nick? Aliens Isolation?
Nah.
Oh, you don't really too much care for survival horrors.
For that one, no.
Oh, okay.
Or Skies of Arcadia 2 would be nice.
You would think so, since we was talking. Me and Alex was talking about the popularity of JRPGs. Today, it's very popular, And you know what? It would not surprise me if Yakuza 7 would be the best-selling game in the series because of the turn-based mechanics, and people love turn-based mechanics. Just
Could
saying. And I was looking at some videos yesterday. I was looking at the summons. I was like, wow, they got some crazy stuff on here, man, with their new special moves. I was like, man, this is very creative. It's not. I know a lot of people is a little disappointed that it's not a brawler. But from what I saw,
that is me. I definitely want it to be a brawler. I don't want it
but
to
from
be a
what
JRPG.
I saw, and I am a big fan of turn-based mechanics, I do like it. I like what I'm seeing because I'm seeing some Persona-esque type of stuff in this game. And y'all know how wacky Yakuza is when it comes to a lot of their stuff, man. Like they don't never take themselves serious, man. It's crazy that when it comes to the main story, it gets very dark and serious. But with those side quests, it gets so weird, man. It just
The side quests are the best.
you just get a half-naked man just appear from nowhere, asking a dumb question.
So far I've played 0 through 3, so
I played 0, Kiwami, and Kiwami 2.
So I'll probably play 4 soon. That itch comes back.
But don't
Right
they
now,
got
it's
the
fine.
collection? The collection 3, 4, and 5 is already out. I'm surprised I didn't get that collection. But don't you still got your PS4, Nick?
Yeah, I just bought it digitally since I still have some PS money on there. So I was like, I want to play the game. You can buy them individually on the eShop.
Well, as far as Yakuza 7, I don't think you need to play 1 through. You don't need to play the series just to get to 7 because it's different. They went in.
Apparently, they tie up stuff from 6 though.
They did. Because I heard it was completely different.
When I was watching the reviews, they said that.
I could have sworn they said
there's stuff about 6 that's tied up in 7. That's what they said in the reviews.
I could have sworn they rebooted the franchise. I don't know, but I'm excited. I might get that day one. It's kind of of course just look at the Xbox lineup. It's let's be real, it's kind of sparse. Let's be real. But
Well, there's a lot of games. There's just
Yeah.
no big banger exclusive.
yeah, Big Bang exclusive. Yeah, there is a lot of games, like third party, new Watch Dogs, in which I'm excited
third
about.
party.
I'm going to get that. I wanted to get on the One X, but I was like, you know what? The Series X about to come out, so I'm always gonna wait. And I want to play on the Series X because I saw the ray tracing on that game. It looks beautiful, dude. Have you seen those comparisons video between the One X and the Series X? It's night and day. Especially,
Yeah, I watched the Digital Foundry video.
when I was looking at that ray tracing, I was like, this is ray tracing. I was like, wow, that looks freaking real. Like, I was like, man, look at those shadows. I was like, man, that's beautiful, dude. That's I was like, yeah, I definitely.
It seems like it's a good game to like showcase ray tracing, but like most of the people I follow on Twitter that like buy games right away and play them, they don't seem to be enjoying the game very much.
Oh, really? Well,
Yeah, most of them are saying it's kind of boring.
really. So it's not as fun as Watch Dogs 2, man. I think Watch Dogs
Doesn't
2 was
seem
the
to be.
best. I loved it.
Yeah, I love Watch Dogs 2.
It
That
was
a great
so
game.
fun. It was fun.
Yeah,
and
that was a fun game.
And the story.
I think people were not fair to that game because they just like had a bad taste in their mouth from Watch Dogs 1 and they took it out on Watch Dogs 2. I don't think that was fair.
You don't think so? But I
That
think
game
Watch
was
Dogs
excellent.
2 had a better Metacritic score, if I'm not mistaken.
Did it? I don't know. Like all I remember is like nobody bought it because of what happened with Watch Dogs 1. Which I guess is understandable because Ubisoft really did like lie to everyone with the first one, but still, like Watch Dogs 2 is an excellent game.
Yeah, very good. Hopefully this one sells because I want them to continue the franchise. It's a really good franchise. Everybody thought it was going to compete with Grand Theft Auto, but no, it's not going to compete. But it's going to do well. It's its own little game, but it's I guess it's like Ubisoft's version of a Saints Row. Basically,
I think the problem with Ubisoft recently, especially in the last couple of years, all their games feel the same.
Yeah, they
like
do.
Assassin's Creed, Watch Dogs, Division, Ghost Recon. Like most of the games, like have the same kind of open world, same kind of collectibles. It's too samey. They need to change some stuff up.
Yeah, they do. I do like Ubisoft, but some of their games, I do feel like I be buying the same game. That's why I don't really buy Assassin's Creed like that. But the last one I played and I really did enjoy was the Origins. I think that's the one that was in Egypt, right? Origins.
That's the Egypt one.
Yeah, that was a really good game. That was a really good game.
I kind of want to play Valhalla.
Valhalla. It looks cool.
I want to play that. I want to play that one. I like the Viking shit.
I just like that they finally brought back the assassin glove thing, the gauntlet, like because the last two didn't have it.
But didn't we have a brand new Assassin's Creed
Or at
last
least
year?
Odyssey didn't have it.
Odyssey. I don't know, man, because I don't want them to get to that point that they gonna make this yearly releases again, and we're gonna have another issue like Unity. Like that was a shit.
Wasn't Odyssey like 2 years ago?
I don't know.
It might be 2 years.
So I know they said they're gonna.
I'm pretty sure it was a 2018 game for Odyssey.
Okay, so if it was,
they're going to spread them out more.
I hope so, man. Because they need to take their time because this yearly releases of that really did shown.
Yeah, October 2nd, 2018. So it's basically 2 years.
Okay, that's fine. Don't do this every year, shit. Because when you do that shit every year,
they stopped doing that every year.
Yeah, because
they used to do Assassin's Creed every year. It was way too much.
Yeah, the reason why freaking Activision do that Call of Duty every year because they got 3 separate teams, and of course they make a lot of money. It's a $1 billion company.
Yeah.
So yeah, they can afford to do that. They can afford to.
They only have 2 teams now. They cut out one of the teams.
Which one?
I think Sledgehammer because their last game sucked.
Oh, they got rid of them for real?
They're not in rotation this time.
Really?
That's why this one had a quick, faster turnaround because they had less time to work on it.
So what was the Sledgehammer's game? Which one was that? Was that World War II or?
No, it's more recent than that.
Which one came out last year?
Shit, there's too many names. Let me see. Call of Duty games list.
I know Black Ops
Modern Warfare
4 came out 2 years ago, I believe.
When's the next?
It would have been that one, Black Ops 4, because 2019 Modern Warfare, that was the good one. Black Ops 4 was the bad one.
It wasn't.
So it
I don't
been
even think they had a campaign. That was just online only, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's the one they skipped the campaign. That was Sledgehammer.
Yeah,
And then they did Modern Warfare, which had a campaign, and everyone likes that one.
Yeah, a lot of
And
people
then
did
they
not
did
like
Warzone and
that
the new one, Cold War.
because
Yeah.
I like the Call of Duty just based off their campaign. Like I don't know why they did that.
Yeah.
That wasn't smart.
Call of Duty campaigns are always fun.
Yeah, it is. So, okay, since we off of this Sega subject, yes, I really hope that they get that squared away. I really hate for Sega to go under, man, because they still got a lot of great IPs. I would love for them to do. Of course, the Sonic IP, of course, the Atlas, and man, they got so much. But anybody got anything else before we go some next topic?
Also, bring back Virtual Cop.
Yeah, Virtual Cop's fun.
Maybe they'll put the Saturn library on Game Pass. That would be awesome.
Man, I don't know what's up with Sega, man. They got a lot of fans been asking about Saturn games or Saturn Mini, but they just refuse to listen. But before we get to the top 10 games of
I wonder
generation,
if that Genesis Mini was even successful for them.
was it?
I don't know.
I don't know. They ain't saying nothing.
They didn't say anything about it.
So, okay, with the new generation that about to approach us this week in the next couple of days. Of course,
Tuesday.
Xbox on Tuesday and PlayStation 5 on Thursday. But I won't get mine until a week later. That sucks. But yeah, there's a lot of talk about the comparisons between the Series X and the. Before we get to Series X versus the PS5, do y'all think the Series S is getting a lot of bad press because the storage is lacking, and of course it's basically a 1080p machine, 1440 to 1080. Do y'all think they're getting a lot of bad press? Do y'all think it's unfair, or do y'all think people overreacting?
I think Microsoft did this to themselves by saying this is going to be a 1440p box, and we're already getting games on it that are 720p. I don't think they should have ever said this was a 1440p console.
I think the worst part's going to be explaining to people the difference when they try to buy it.
I'm just looking at the price of it, because if you compare it to a Nintendo Switch, it's way more powerful than Nintendo Switch. So y'all, I don't know. Is people just being selective on
the Switch is more of a handheld though, so
I mean, if you want if you don't want to pay that much for a console and you don't really give that much of if you don't really care that much about graphics and you just want like easier access to games through Game Pass, it'd be a good way to go.
Yeah.
But like I said, it'd be hard to
it feels like they cheaped out a little too much. Like the 500 gig storage, obviously everybody who has a working brain would realize you're not going to get the full 500 gigs when the console's
and the S doesn't have a disk drive, does it?
No, there's no disk drive.
Yeah, okay.
So it's a digital only console, and you get about 360, 380 gigs of storage, something like that.
God, that is going to be a bitch to explain to people when they try to look at the difference between the X and the S.
I guess my deal on this, let's be real, that's a casual machine. So explaining that to a soccer mom,
it's for casual. It's not for people like that.
I still think it's going to.
Yeah.
Fail.
So
Go ahead.
My advice to parents out there, who if you're looking for a new Xbox to buy, bring your fucking kid with you, because your kid will be able to explain to you the difference. You won't know, but at least your kid will know. So bring your damn kid.
But they're not going to bring their kids, especially if it's going to be a Christmas gift. They're not going to do that.
Yeah, definitely not.
Man, just tell the damn kid ain't getting until Christmas, man. Just like tell them.
Well, it's a good box if you just want to casually play games. It's fine. You play games with Game Pass. You're good to go. You just got to worry about the storage. The crazy thing is when you buy that console, if you buy the expandable storage, you've already spent more than an Xbox Series X.
I think you would have to ask them, well, how much do you care about graphics and storage? Because otherwise,
well,
let me direct you to these.
Well,
That's like, let me direct you
casuals
to these
don't care.
HD TVs over here.
Well, it's like this. Like,
Casuals play like sports games and Call of Duty anyways. But
Yeah,
like,
so-
Call of Duty's gonna take up 200 gigs.
well, if you think about it, yes, like, you know, a game like a NBA 2K, Madden, or you know, what you just said, Call of Duty, like it might take up those 3 games and that's it. But let's be real, a lot of casual gamers don't play mini games. They play those type
Well,
of
a
games.
lot of
That's it.
those gamers are going away.
What do you
I
mean?
don't know about that because casual gamers are always been the bread and
I
butter.
don't think there's a lot of people like, you know, there's that whole when we had the craze with the first person shooting of sports games. Those were like a lot of people who were going to college. They've grown up and graduated since then. Probably don't play video games anymore.
I think
Are
it's,
you
it's
sure
the,
about that? Because the best-selling games are shooters and sports games now.
I'm not sure. I'm just guessing. I'm not an industry expert. I'm just
I really,
pulling stuff out of my ass here.
I still think
No different from what other YouTubers do.
I still think the price of it is going to gravitate a lot of people more towards the Series S than the X. I think the X is going to sell
definitely.
more this holiday because, of course, a lot of us hardcore gamers, you know, we already knew about what's going on. So, but as time go on throughout next year, I think more Xbox Series S is going to sell more. Even Phil Spencer said that because, like, you know, $200 difference between the S and the X. That's a big difference.
It's a big difference. Yeah.
That's a big difference.
I just wish
so-
they put a 1 terabyte drive in there. Then it wouldn't be so bad.
I guess people got to start, you know, uninstalling a lot. Just play one game and just uninstall it. Like, you know, that's what I do. That's what I do. Even a terabyte's not enough because I feel that I need like.
And I think they cheaped out a little too much on the GPU too. Because like if we're already getting games at 720p, that's a problem.
I don't know.
And that
Man.
this early on, like, oh man, I don't know, man. Even like Gears 5, which is like the most optimized game possible. That's a first party game that they worked the most on. That even like goes all the way down to 720 on the S. Like,
Oh really?
I don't know, man. Like
That's
this game's not as good as it was cracked up to be. I thought it was going to be a lot better when they initially talked about it and talked about the specs and whatnot. But like, I don't know if it's because it has less RAM or if it's because the CPU is clocked slower than the X. Obviously, it's only 4 teraflops versus 12, so there's a huge gap there. But like, if it had the same CPU at the same clock speed and the same amount of RAM, and the only difference was the hard drive space and a little less GPU power, I think it would have been better. But I think they cheaped out a little too much on all around.
It's only $300, man. So
we'll
much you can
see.
do. There's so much you can do for $300, man. So much you can do.
I guess, but like for $400, you get a PlayStation 5 without a disc drive, and it's not even cut down.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. Or I don't know. Like, yeah, you make some points. Or
Because like that's vastly more powerful than the Series S, and it has double the storage for $100. I think that's a way better deal now. At first, I was all on the Series S. But that's a great deal. But like after seeing the performance of this thing, like I don't think it's a good deal. Like,
The reason
I think if you're going to buy an Xbox,
the reason why I disagree about that because, like, if you explain this to a soccer mom about, okay, yeah, if you get the PS5 without the disc drive, it's only $100 more, but you're gonna have to pay $70 per game. And yes, games is going up. Or you could get $300 console. It's a little bit less powerful, but only $15 a month. You get access to over 100-something games. And of course, you got the EA access that's about to come for no extra charge, and you got the Bethesda deal. So I'm just looking at how much money you're going to save instead of just.
well, to be fair, like PlayStation does have PS Now.
Yeah,
Like
but
you can make that same argument. Like it's not as good, obviously, but
yeah,
they have something like that. You can just play. You can pay monthly and play a bunch of games too. But like, they're not as good as Game Pass. Not even close. But that's still an option.
One thing I don't like about PS Now, you can only stream it, and the connection is not that good. That's the last time It's been like 2-3 years.
You can download the PlayStation 4 ones.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they updated it. You can do that now.
Yeah. I don't know if you talking about PlayStation Now versus Game Pass.
obviously, like I'm not saying they're on par. Like Game
No,
Pass is way
they're not on
better.
par.
I'm just saying like you could buy a PlayStation 5 digital and just play games from PS Now.
I guess it just depends on the preference, but I'm gonna
Yeah.
just be real with you. Soccer moms going for the lowest cost console. They don't care about the bells and whistles. I'm just trying to tell you, they don't care, man. They don't care. Yeah, you know that's why Nintendo has always been doing so well because they always price their consoles fairly cheap.
You know what they do care about?
What?
Their kids screaming out, "Mommy, I want Spider-Man! I want Spider-Man!"
It is what it is.
So like, there's nothing you can do about that. Like,
they go on.
The reality is they have a banger exclusive ready at launch with that Spider-Man Miles Morales game.
That's one thing I can't.
That's a 10 million seller game. The last Spider-Man game.
Yeah, I heard
that's a huge game at launch.
I heard the time frame is between 7 to 10 hours on the Miles Morales, so it's a little shorter. Of course, it's an expansion.
Yeah, it's kind of like it's like Uncharted Lost Legacy, same kind of thing.
Something like that. Well, I guess you could say. Do y'all think the PS5 launch lineup is a little bit better than the PS4? It's not really saying much.
Oh, obviously, the PS4 launch lineup was probably the worst in console history.
It was bad. It was really bad.
Yeah,
but it's
definitely one of the worst of all time. PS4's launch lineup, but it didn't stop them at all.
It didn't stop them. It didn't stop him. Like I know a lot of people was upset with him because I forgot who said it, but one of the Sony reps said that our first party games gonna be sparse for a little bit for like the first year or two, and a lot of people got mad. A lot of Xbox fans like Zaire and Crab
2 to 3 years.
Yeah, they was making fun of ponies and stuff. I remember that. My earlier days on YouTube, I remember that shit. And now, of course, the Sony fanboys got the last laugh because of all the bangers that they got this generation. And that's one thing I can give to Sony. They did give us a lot of great bangers. Even the game that got the most hate is still a banger. Freaking The Last of Us 2. A lot of people didn't like the story, but I enjoyed the combat. Like if you just put aside of the SJW stuff, the politics and all that, the game is good. I can't say it's not. It's a good game, but the story's not good. So it is what it is. So what the hell was we talking about, man? I forgot.
The storage of the S.
Oh no. Okay, no. We were supposed to be talking about the comparisons. Yeah, we was talking about the S first. Then we could go to the comparisons of the Series X and the PlayStation 5. So I guess you, Nick, did you give us your intake about do you think the Series S is unfairly getting a lot of flack? Are they getting a lot of flack? Is it justified or it's not justified?
I don't know how to answer that, to be honest with you. Like I said, I think I said earlier, like the thing that's going to confuse people the most is the whole no storage and the no disk and less storage thing, like Alex was saying before. So I don't know. Like I said, the hardest part about that is going to be trying to sell to people.
Yeah,
because trying to explain the difference between these two things is going to be a lot of work.
I think Microsoft has been doing a good job though, as far as their advertising. Their marketing has been on point, a lot better than what they did with the Xbox.
Most of the marketing is for the X.
Basically,
so you don't really see any dedicated marketing for the S. So I don't know about that.
I think
I'm sure like the employees will be able to explain it to people. It's not that hard to explain, but like. Yeah, no disk drive and the storage of the X, and it performs pretty poorly in comparison. It's not that exciting.
Shouldn't the performance be the same since the CPUs is damn near identical?
They're the same CPU, but the problem is they're not at the same clock speed.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, they've like toned it down on the S. I don't see why. Maybe it's for heat or something, but like that's definitely affecting them.
Really.
And they have less RAM, but they don't really need as much RAM because they're running games at lower resolution anyways. But something in there is holding that console back because, like, again, 720p on a brand new 2020 console is not great.
Okay, so what game is running at 720p? That's kind of hard to believe. What game is running at 720?
Yakuza, and Gears 5. Gears 5 scales from 720 up to 1440, depending on what mode and how many enemies and whatnot.
Oh, really?
But yeah, Yakuza Like a Dragon also drops to 720.
I heard with Yakuza, I don't know, because somebody said something about their engine is I don't know if it prevents the system to reach what it needs to reach. It's something about that engine. I can't explain it, but I don't know. Like Yakuza is not really a game that's known for eye-popping graphics, per se. But I don't know. I don't want to just put the coffin on it just yet. Cause
games look pretty good.
Because I still think that the price tag is still desirable, and the Game Pass is very desirable. And, depends on how they market, but the way they've been marketing Game Pass, I think they're going to do well. But as far as right now, the marketing has been mostly on the Series X. So I think it's more of a long run thing with the Series S. Even Phil Spencer said he expects the Series S to outsell the Series X. He even said that in an interview.
Of course, it's the cheaper console.
Yes, the cheaper console. But I'm not gonna give an answer. Like I'm gonna just wait and see before I pass judgment on. I did order mine, but I did cancel the pre-order because that's not what I really wanted. But I don't know. It is what it is. So what about PlayStation versus PS5 versus the Series X? So what do y'all guys think about this coming up generation? Is this generation gonna be a lot closer than what y'all think? Do y'all think PlayStation has been on cruise control too much, and Xbox gonna just swoop up and do kind of like what they did during the 360 era? So what do y'all think?
I think Sony messed up a lot of stuff with the PS5. It's bigger than the Xbox. It's less powerful than the Xbox. It doesn't do backwards compatibility as good as the Xbox. It doesn't play all the same resolutions like an Xbox. It doesn't have quick resume. It doesn't have the same amount of features as the Xbox. Its SSD somehow, even though it's a faster SSD, is loading games slower than the Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly because their CPU, I guess, is not clocked as high as the Xbox, something like that. But I think they messed up a lot of things. But does it matter? Not really. They're still gonna dominate just because they.
Sony's gonna beat everybody again just by naming.
Yeah, the way they're leaving the PS4, they're leaving the console with bangers.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the highest rated and most talked about games, even from this year, are both Sony exclusives.
Yeah,
and they're going into their next generation with 100+ million user base, and I don't know. There's no really stopping them.
Yeah.
But yeah, as far as the hardware goes, the PlayStation 5 is a piece of shit compared to the Xbox. So let's just keep it real for a second here. Even the controller we're hearing is getting 2 to 6 hours battery life.
That is not.
Which
good.
I don't know how the hell they
that
do
is
that.
not good.
That's
dude.
not good at all.
Wow.
If you believe that, you're retarded.
the highest amount of hours I've seen, I think, was from Yan Ya, and he said it was 10 hours, and that's still not good. I don't know. I think they messed up a lot of stuff with this console, but again, it's not going to change anything. They're still going to sell extremely well. They're going to dominate the generation. Probably another 100+ million selling console, just because that's the kind of clout Sony has.
Sounds like you gotta turn a lot of features of the controller off for the battery power to last longer.
Yeah, you basically have to turn all the haptic shit off,
which
to get
is
10
a
hours.
weird thing for a controller. I don't.
Yeah.
Hey, turn parts of your controller off. What?
Yeah, their PS4 battery life is not that good neither. That's why I'd rather put batteries in mine, because with my Xbox controller, I put batteries in it. It'll last about 2 to 3 weeks, man. With PlayStation, I play.
Yeah, you get 20 to 25 hours on batteries.
That PlayStation controller, PS4 controller was longer if they put that stupid ass light on it.
Yeah.
Actually,
I'm just I have an Elite Series controller and I have the Switch Pro controller. Both of those last 40 hours. So to me, when I hear 6 to 10 hours or 2 to 10 hours,
Yeah, I don't like
that to me
that.
is ridiculous.
Yeah, especially if you playing you know, an RPG or a JRPG, them long-winded games, man. Like you got constantly,
Right.
you know, plugging the controller in. It's a hassle, man. I've been doing that a lot on my PS4, man. I'm playing Dark Souls, getting my ass beat, and you know, it's a good game, but Jesus Christ, man. I'm trying with From Software. I am trying. I struggled to beat Sekiro. Shout out to my dot twice, and I'm struggling right now, man. But god dang, man, they make good games, but fuck, tone down the difficulty, man. Jesus Christ.
I don't play games like that. I don't feel like being frustrated by that bullshit.
Yeah, last thing I want to do when I come home from work is be frustrated.
Man.
Right? I'm already frustrated for 8 hours of bullshit from today.
Yeah, exactly.
Make that shit worse.
Don't get me wrong, Sekiro was probably one of the best games I played. Like, seriously, it has a great story. I love the game, but, man, some of those boss battles is so insane, man. Like, some of them, I had to freaking stop and go and see a playthrough and see how they beat them. Like, it's that crazy, man. Like, seriously.
Damn.
For real. Yeah, but I heard
Man.
go ahead.
I hate doing shit like that because you watch them play it and they make it look so fucking easy, and then you try it and it just you get
I
your ass
know.
kicked anyway. I'm like, oh the fuck!
Especially that last boss battle. Like, I thought I beat him. I think it's like 2 or 3 different
Doesn't he have like
tiers.
three stages?
Yeah. I thought after the second, I thought I got him. I was
Like, it looks
what
so
the
easy. Oh,
fuck?
why does it make it look so easy? What the hell? I can't do that shit.
Oh my god, man, that was Jesus. It's crazy. Like, even though a lot of people was frustrated, they wanted to tone down the difficulty. They still managed to sell over 5 million copies of Sekiro. That is crazy, dude. Like, man, they got. I guess they got a cult fan base, man. And this Demon Souls that's about to come out, this remade. I think it's gonna do well. It's I don't.
Yeah, probably. Like I think it's gonna sell well because like a lot of people like these kind of games now.
I think they missed the mark. I think they should have put it on the PS4 because you basically only putting it on a console that's not even out yet, and you're going to exclude a console that has over 110 million.
I'm pretty sure.
You gotta
I'm pretty
draw
sure it's
people
gonna
into a
come
new
to
console.
PS4.
Oh.
Because like Spider-Man's on PS4 and Horizon's gonna be on PS4. I'm pretty sure at some point they're gonna say that this Dark Souls game is coming to PS4.
When does Miles Morales come out? I want to play that game.
That's a launch game.
It's a launch title. What about Ratchet & Clank? Ain't that a launch title too?
No, launch window. So you'll probably see it in a couple months.
Oh, they didn't give us an official date.
No, they just said launch window.
You need to put an asterisk when you beat a game with a
They're
walkthrough.
probably doing what
Not tell
Nintendo did
anybody.
with the Switch. Like Nintendo spaced out their games for the year, just so you
Yeah.
don't have everything at once. So that's a smart way to do it.
So with the Series X, like, do y'all guys think that even though we a new generation and their first party game lineup is sparse, but if you think about a lot of these games that that I guess from this generation, what generation is it? 7, 6? What we
This
in
will
right
be
now?
9. This one is 8.
This is 8. So all the games that was from Generation 8, like a lot of these games are gonna be played a lot better on the Series X. Like Sekiro, for example. Like it's a locked 60 frames per second. If it's not locked, I think it's like it go down to like 59
like
or 58. Mostly 60.
Yeah.
But when I saw how smooth it looked, I was like, wow, this is like a brand new game because I wish it played that smooth, man. And of course, it's not only 60, it's 4K. Like the game look and it plays better. Not only Sekiro, but Metro Exodus. I love that game. It looks and it plays better. It's 60 frames per second. There's a whole bunch of games that's gonna look and play better. That's on the 8 gen. So don't y'all think that it's like giving these games or giving these games a makeover? It got you want to replay these games or some of these games that you hadn't played. It gives you a reason to want to play it since it looks and it feels better.
I've been doing that for the past 2 years on PC.
Yes, we
Yeah.
know. I'm just talking about the console.
I was about to say you're talking to two guys who already play at 60 FPS.
Oh yes, PC nerds. I'm talking about the consoles.
I mean, what's this 60 frames per second? That's
Oh,
like
Lord.
that's ancient history at this point, man. I don't play any less than 120. I don't know what you guys talking.
Oh my! I freaking hate you, PC guys.
Yes, I know. Except on the Switch, I get it. But so if we're going with frame protection or anything else,
Come from a Nintendo guy. Okay.
Ugh.
yeah, I know. No, I know.
Yeah,
I don't want to hear it. I get it. Nintendo.
I'm just talking about
Yeah,
the
but,
performance
that
between.
frame rate is so bad on that Hyrule Warriors game. I'm not buying that.
Well, I'm just talking about the performance, but between the Xbox One and the Series X, like it's gonna be night and day. So I don't know. I'm
Yeah, of
kind of
course it is.
excited,
Yeah.
especially like Gears.
Yeah, it's
5.
it's a big upgrade. Like they should have never made the Xbox One X. Like they should just have the regular one and the S, and then you move up to the Series X. Like that's a huge jump.
I think
But
the
you
reason
also have
Yeah.
to at least buy a 4K TV with 120 hertz.
Yeah, you definitely have to
it
upgrade. your
ain't just
TV to take
120
full
hertz
advantage.
because my TV is 120 hertz. I just don't have the HDMI 2.1. So my TV, it sucks because this whole time I thought I was gonna run my games at 120 frames, but yeah, we gotta buy a freaking OLED TV just to get the 120 frames. But
yeah, there's only a few models that have the HDMI 2.1. It's not a common.
I'm not sure
thing.
if it's even worth it because not a lot of games gonna be running at 120 frames.
It's not worth it. And you've seen how like the games look when they're 120 hertz, right? Did you see how shitty Dirt 5 looks when you get to 120 hertz? Looks like ass. It looks like it's on the Switch.
Oh really? You know what? I didn't see it. I'm gonna see it on my TV later.
It looks like dog shit. Just play the 60 FPS one because at least the game still looks good at that point.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's pretty bad. And the only one that still looks good at 120 hertz that we've seen so far is Gears 5.
Yeah.
But that's only in like one specific online mode. It's not like all the modes. I don't even think it works in Horde mode.
If you think about it, like
It's just the normal version.
if you think about it, like well, we didn't know that this was gonna come with the Halo getting delayed. Since the Halo been delayed, maybe Gears 5 should have been delayed and became a launch title. If you
Well,
think
they didn't.
yes,
They
didn't
didn't.
know.
They didn't know that Halo was going to be delayed. That's the thing.
Yeah, just think about it. You know how,
So Gears 5 still looks amazing.
Oh no,
Gears
no,
5
Gears 5
does
looks
look
awesome.
amazing.
That's Gears, the Coalition. They make really beautiful games. I give them that.
Gears 5 and Forza Horizon 4 are the best looking games that the Series X has to show right now.
Forza Horizon 4 was like.
That's
Like I didn't think that game would be that great, but I loved it.
Yeah, now that's the only Coalition. They can compete with Naughty Dog on who can have the prettiest looking game. That's the only company I know that can compete for real. But as far as 343, that shit.
I don't know what the hell's going on over there.
Oh my god, I don't know what in the world is going on with Halo.
I think the management at 343 needs to get an overhaul.
Yeah, because I heard somebody just quit. One of their lead directors, another one.
Yeah, one of the lead directors left. Yeah,
some is really going on, man. I don't know what the hell is going on. That game, the way things are going, looks like it might be a 2021 title, or no, 2022.
I don't think it's coming 2021, man.
Like, did they not think? Okay, before they even showed the goddamn game, did they not think that we was gonna have an issue with that? Like, come on.
It still blows my mind that they thought that people were gonna be okay with that demo.
Oh my god, they really dropped the ball on that. Like, come on. First of all, we jumping into a new generation. That's supposed to be your showcase game. And that looks like shit. Now,
I don't think they planned on anybody pausing on Craig.
Coalition is like so much better than 343.
Very, very. Now, as far as the start of the Xbox One generation, they started off solid. They had a solid lineup, better than Sony. But at least they had a showcase game, Rise Son of Rome. Game might, it didn't, score heavily on the Metacritic. But that was a beautiful looking, realistic game. Even though the game was running at 900p, the game looks really good. It showcased the power of the Xbox One. Now it sucks that we're not going to have a game that's going to show the power. This coming up Tuesday. Like it sucks. I'm still excited for it, but you know, let's just be real. It's very sparse. Let's just be real about it. But you know, of course, if only games I could think of, if you know, it's Watch Dogs or Assassin's Creed, Valhalla, the third party games. But I saw how I saw how Watch Dogs look, and it looks very beautiful on the Series X. So at least we got a third party game that is somewhat
I think
showcasing
that's
the power.
weird about Watch Dogs is the character models look really ugly.
Yeah, it is.
The
but
world, the world and the ray tracing.
Yeah,
stuff
the
looks
world
good,
is
but
beautiful.
For some
Very
reason,
beautiful.
the characters look ugly. I don't understand why, because like they've already made better looking games. I don't understand why the characters look worse now.
Danny said, "Leave Craig alone."
Craig is a legend.
Poor
He better
Craig.
be in Halo Infinite, like as an Easter egg. Like you can just find him walking around looking the like low texture, low resolution, like he did before. That'd be
They should make him like super powerful. Make I heard you were talking shit, and then just like
I know. They had to make him the final boss. For real.
heard you were talking shit, and he just uppercut your ass across the screen.
Shit. So do y'all guys think it's gonna? You know, at the end of the generation, I still think PlayStation gonna win. You know, as far as you know, the console sales.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think they're
that's-
gonna win.
that's a safe bet.
You know, of course, like I say, you know, this whole Bethesda deal, it's you know, it still hasn't been finalized, and a lot of our games is not going to come out to like 2-3 years down the line. You know, but you know, from starters, like you know, Sony already got bangers coming out with Miles Morales, Demon Souls remake. Ratchet and Clank, that's the launch window. That's a solid launch window. And next year they got Horizon. What's the name of it?
And God of War.
Oh yeah. So they already starting off great. Horizon, was it Forbidden West?
For Forbidden West. Yeah.
Forbidden West and God of War coming out next year. So they already starting off good. So you know, like I don't know, man. That's why I'm getting both consoles, because I'm excited for both, man. Like, you know, that's just me. I play my third party games on the Xbox, and of course, I like their first party games whenever we get them. And of course, Sony, I only play their console only for their first party because they make the best. I'm not. Yes, Alex, I know you know, I know Nintendo is the best according to you, but no, to me, Sony's the best.
Nintendo make better games than Sony. That's not even a
I'm
debate.
sorry, you know. Okay. The Legend of Zelda is I will give you one. Legend of Zelda is the best out of all of them. I love Zelda, but overall, my opinion, I think Sony got it.
Nah, most of their games are similar.
I keep forgetting I'm arguing with a couple.
And
Nintendo
now they're
nerds.
being filled with SJW nonsense. Sony's not the same anymore.
It's a dogfight. I'm not. It's
Nah,
a
it's pretty-
it's a
pretty
dog
debate.
gets
sorry.
eaten
It's
to
a
death.
debate because like, this generation, I said that you know God of War was probably the best game I've ever played. I love God of War. That
Hey,
was a
God of
awesome,
War.
huh?
That was definitely the best God of War game.
Yes.
Really, I like God of War 3 more.
Okay, I didn't play God of War 3 yet. So
I don't know. Maybe maybe it's a story. The relationship between him and his son. I like it. I liked it. It was a great.
One question about the new God of War game though. Where were the titties?
Oh gosh.
Yeah. No titties, man. There's
Oh,
a
you
kid
wanted
around.
him.
No titties. Kitty free zone.
The kid's a god. It doesn't matter how old he is, man. You don't learn eventually.
Well, yeah, I give it to Santa Monica. They gave us one of the best games of all time.
Yeah,
was
that God of War
awesome.
game is very good.
That was
That
so
kid better be
fucking
grown up enough to see titties in the next game, okay?
Yeah, like Horizon's good. The Spider-Man game's good. God of War's good. Uncharted kind of fell off, I think. Other than Lost Legacy, I like Lost Legacy. But Uncharted 4 sucks ass.
Oh boy.
Last of Us 2, I won't play that garbage. But and other than that, like none of their other games like look that exciting to me. Other than what the hell is it called? Gravity Rush 2? That looked pretty good too.
Mhm.
I don't know if that's a Sony studio though.
I'm not sure if that is a Sony IP. I think it's a second party game.
I'm not sure. Oh, maybe. I'm not
Maybe.
sure. But that one looked
I
pretty
will
cool.
tell you one game I want to see more of is Ghost of Tsushima. That was a pretty good game.
I like the
I
Ghost
didn't play that
Tsushima.
one.
So I hope they
really
continue. I hope they
enjoyed that
continue with
one.
that.
I enjoyed that game. I hadn't played
Yeah,
the
like,
multiplayer yet, but as far as the story, it was good. I loved it.
I'm probably not going to play the multiplayer since I refuse to play for PSN.
Oh shit. Okay, let's go and get to our top 10 games of this generation. So how you trying to do this? Are you trying to do it in genres, or what are you trying to do? Are you trying to do our top 10?
I just wrote it down as we did this podcast, and I got ready to go when it's my turn. So
yeah, I don't really have it by genre. I just picked my favorite 10 games.
yeah, I just went through. I just put 10 games that
10
I could think of that I
Yeah.
like the most.
and then I put 10 indie games too.
I didn't make my list yet, but I know.
I mean, I haven't. Mine's pretty diverse amongst most consoles. So.
That's good. Oh, maybe go first, Nick, and then Rail can make his.
Yeah, let me make mine.
All right, so I got mine going on right here. Number 10, we're starting with Titanfall 2.
Nice.
It's actually a very surprising game. I don't really like a first person, especially from EA, but that one definitely liked it. Gears 5 was number 9. Number 8 would be Rise of the Tomb Raider.
Nice.
Out of the 3 reboots, I think that I played
The
Shadow,
second
but like I
was
don't
the
know,
best.
Rise just seemed like I like Rise better.
Rise is the best.
Yeah, Rise is better.
Second, wait, where am I at? 7, 6 was God of War. Like I said, good game, appreciate it. 5 is Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
Like definitely like Spider-Man was a pretty good one. Next up is Mario Odyssey.
Oh yeah.
So definitely one of the better Mario games. I still like the 3D world a bit better, but that was last generation. We're not last generation, but Mario Odyssey. And I'm gonna get shit for this one, but Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is my next one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see.
Ew.
Whatever. Next up is Fire Emblem Three Houses. It just beat out Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I don't know why, but it did.
Oh, probably because it's a good game.
I still have to do a couple more routes, but I definitely like the Three Houses is a pretty good one. Number 2 is Ghost of Tsushima. Like I said,
Nice.
that game was a surprise for me. I liked it. I mean, ever since I originally saw it, I want to play it. Finally, gonna play it. Enjoyed every minute of it, mostly. And number 1 was definitely Breath of the Wild.
Nice.
I'm just hoping part 2 expands on that and puts actual dungeons in there.
Yeah.
And get rid of that goddamn broken weapon system. At the very least, like when she gets Master Sword, don't have it break.
I'm still
Right?
working on mine.
Yeah, if they got rid of the weapon breaking and had regular dungeons, that would have been.
Yeah, I hope they keep like that overworld and put like regular dungeons. I think that doing that would make it like the best Zelda game.
Right.
I'm still working on mine.
I guess I'll do. You're still working on it? Okay, I'll do mine then. I'll do the indie games first, I guess. No real order. These are just the 10 that I like the most. Ori and the Will of the Wisps, which is a fantastic game. Cuphead, excellent, of course. Shantae and the Seven Sirens, excellent. Indivisible, Monster Boy, Shovel Knight, Katana Zero, Steam World Dig 2, River City Girls, which is the second best brawler after Turtles in Time. And
you know what? I'm not even gonna argue with you today, Alex. I'm not gonna argue with you today. I'm tired.
Those are the top 10 indie games. Yes, I know everyone wants to talk about Hades right now, but I haven't played it yet, so it's not on my list. Deal with it. And the non-indie games, Mario Odyssey is number 1, best game of the generation. Nothing comes close. Nier Automata, Yakuza 0, Bayonetta 2. I'm counting it, even though it's a Wii U game, but I'm talking about the Switch version. Transformers Devastation, which is basically Bayonetta 2, but with Gears 5, Persona 5, the only good JRPG this generation, Titanfall 2, best shooter this generation, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, and Spider-Man. And honorable mention to Zelda Wind Waker HD. Yeah, that game's awesome, but when it comes to Switch, it'll replace one of these other 10 games. And Breath of the Wild didn't make the list because fuck the weapon breaking. And fuck, what else did I not like about that game? Something Nick mentioned earlier, I forgot now. But yeah, the weapon breaking really pissed me off. Oh, and the no dungeons. So that game will never be a top 10 game for me.
I'm still working on my
I
last
definitely
two.
like the exploration.
I'm still trying. What is my last two? I got my first 8.
CVL says Octopath is better than Persona, and he wants you to fight him.
Has anyone even? I don't know a single person that's beaten Octopath.
I didn't beat it. I'm still waiting.
Most people that say they play Octopath never say they beaten Octopath.
Yep, I didn't
Can't be
beat
that
it.
good. Grounded? Who the fuck plays Grounded?
I know.
Other than Bear.
Ew.
Oh, can you imagine how bad Bear's top 10 games of the generation?
I think even Bear abandoned.
He had to. Nobody. There's no one else to play with.
That's fucked up. Alien.
I can't even imagine how bad his top 10 of game of the generation would be.
Don't ask him. Just let him
No,
go.
I would never ask him. I would be so disgusted.
You know, it's gonna leave to like a 6-hour argument for the rest of the day, man. Don't just let it go. I saw that shit starting to get on. I was like, oh god, not this again.
Yeah, he always tries to like bring up that same argument. I just didn't reply. I just went to something else.
I'm
Okay.
like, yeah, guys, don't do it. Just keep your blood pressure down. Don't talk about it.
Okay, I got my top 10, but yeah, since you did an indie, I think I'm gonna do a top 5 indies. I'm gonna do a top 5 indies.
Nice.
You already
Indies deserve their own list.
You already know you already know number 1. You ain't got to tell me.
What, for indies?
Yeah, you already know my number 1.
I don't think I played any indies this generation.
Really? There are so many good ones.
Uh,
I had a harder time cutting games off my top 10 than I did the AAA stuff.
Streets of Rage 4. That's my number 1.
Oh yeah, that's a good game. Doesn't make my top 10, but it's a great game.
Yeah, okay. I don't give a fuck.
River City Girls is better. Just saying.
Well, whatever you think in your own little world.
Man, I had games on my list that made him roll his eyes too, so don't worry about it.
You played Streets of Rage 4 though, Nick, didn't you? That's an indie game.
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah, there you go. That's one you played.
I finally got my Switch version in.
Nice.
Oh, what was
Did
that?
you not? You didn't play Ori, Nick?
No.
Oh wow, that game's incredible.
Oh, he's getting his ass whooped right now.
Oh shit.
I don't know if you hear that. Oh boy.
I heard some shouting.
No, I don't want to get a. This is your channel. If it gets shut down for violence, I ain't gonna worry about it. I'm not streaming anything right now, so I'll be safe.
You be say, dang, okay, what was that RPG from Ubisoft? That was a good one. Child of Light. Oh, I love that game.
Child of Light. Yeah, that's a good.
Oh, that was a good one.
I got two more. Okay, the one I just played. Yeah, I'm gonna put that one on there. That was good.
Katana Zero.
Yeah, that was good.
That game is awesome.
One
That game
more.
is hard as nails. But very good.
Nobody said Battletoads.
No.
I like Battletoads, but it's not a top 10 game.
I played like the
did
first level. I need to get back in that game. I don't know.
I enjoyed it. That was a fun game. People shit on it way too much.
I'm behind on games. I finally started getting around to Paper Mario.
Paper Mario. I'm still trying to think. What's I didn't play too many indie games, but I know I played enough. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and say this one.
Oh, I played The Messenger. I didn't beat it yet, but I did play it.
Oh, that game is awesome too.
Okay, I'm ready.
Yeah,
I'm ready.
Messenger on my list.
I'm ready. Okay.
Okay.
Number 10 of my top 10 games of the generation is Evil Within 2. That's number 10. Number 9, Aliens Isolation. I love that game. Number 8, Gears 5. Yes, I did put a Microsoft exclusive on there. It's a great game. Kind of got
So
scored.
did me and Nick.
Kind of
We had it on our list too.
kind of got scored unfairly because I thought that was a 90 Metacritic game. That was a good game. You know, yeah. I don't know what the hell he was thinking.
Media bias.
Number 7, Resident Evil 7. I love that game. It was different, You know, it was first person.
It was all right.
It was first person game, but one thing I like about that one and why I didn't put Resident Evil remakes on there because I love that it was more of a survival horror, like it's like a scare fact. Like I love this the scare like the what's I'm trying to say pop out scare whatever.
Jump scares.
Yeah, pop scares. Like I love that in that game. I did jumped a few times. If you make me jump, then you're doing your job. So that's why I put Aliens Isolation and, you know, of course, Resident Evil 7. It was a really good game. I did enjoy it for what it was. It was new with the first person, you know, but it was good. Number 6, Mario Odyssey. Yes, I still think that was the best Mario game of all time. I love Mario. It deserves to be up there. Number 5, Horizon Zero Dawn. Great game. I platinumed that. I don't platinum games like that on PlayStation. It was so good. I completed every mission. Number 4, Witcher 3. Of course, when I first played it, you know, I wasn't big into RPGs early this generation because, you know, I wasn't used to the fast traveling, the big worlds and all that. But as the generation went on, I played more open world games. And I got more used to these type of games. So I went and played the Game of the Year edition, and I just started playing a bunch of freaking. Like you can spend hundreds of hours not even playing the main story. Like that game is so freaking huge. Like it was worth the money. So I love Witcher 3. That's one of my all-time favorite games.
Maybe one day I'll give that game another chance. We'll see.
Man, like
I've
so
tried
awesome.
3 times to get into that game. I just do not like it.
Just, like one thing I do want them to, you know, correct is the combat. It could be a little bit more fast-paced and less clunky.
Yeah, the combat is so slow and clunky. I don't like it.
I think what really bugged me about that game is in the game, you know, suggested experience and money do side quests, right? And that's fine. I can get behind that. Mm-hmm. But then, like, you're at the beginning of the fucking game. You're like level 5 or whatever, and you go to look at the first freaking town you're in. You go to look for side quest. Recommended level 25.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Recommended level 50. I just got here. Calm the fuck down. Where's my level 2 animation? I need that shit.
So I guess
that's what pissed me off about that game.
I guess after Witcher 3, my top 3, Breath of the Wild. Y'all know I love Zelda, and you would think Zelda would have been number 1, but the weapon system, garbage. The frame rates, garbage. Like that's a lot.
It's definitely not my favorite Zelda game, but it's not my favorite Zelda game.
I still enjoyed the game. I wish they went to dungeon system, but it was still a great game. I love they actually took a chance on doing a true open world game. So I love that, you know, Nintendo actually took some keys from other games. So, you know, I expect Breath of the Wild 2 to be even better. Hopefully they will put the traditional dungeons in there.
Yeah, put the dungeons in. That would make it like
please have dungeons.
It's still my top 3 games.
I honestly think that would make it perfect.
Well, also the weapon thing.
Yeah. So my top 2 game, Persona 5.
Nice.
Like Persona deserves to be in that topic. Like when you discuss, you know, the best video games of all time, and man, I spent countless of hours on that game. The music is fucking awesome. The combat, like the story, like it will suck you in, man, into that world. It's so good. And I need to get back on Persona Royale. I did buy that, and it also I didn't get to the new dungeons yet. Probably a new dungeons. There's a couple new characters. I still haven't got to that part yet. So you know, as soon as I get some extra time on my hands, I'm gonna get back on that, and you know, hopefully I'll finish it before the end of this year. And of course, my number 1 game of this generation is God of War.
Sonic Forces.
Get the fuck out of here. God of War. And I thought about putting Last of Us 2 in the top 10, but I was like, you know what? The story what did it for me, man. The combat was great. I loved, 20 plus hours, lot of content. Comic good. The game is good, but the story is what did it. The confusion with is this person a girl? Is this a boy? Is this a trainee? And like it's the confusion and the story. The Joel getting his head smashed in and Ellie get her fingers chopped off at the end of the game, and her girlfriend leaves her. And
why are you giving all these spoilers out?
You know what? Okay, that game came out in June. It is November. If you had not played the game yet, it's your fault.
Yeah, let's be real. People either already play this game or they don't care.
It is your fault because if you want to play the game that bad, then you wouldn't even get mad at me about spoiling the goddamn game.
I tried, people. I tried to fight for you, but he wants to give you spoilers. So it is what it is.
It is too late for that.
Man, most of his audience is Xbox anyway. They don't fucking
That's
so
true.
my top 5 indie games, Divisible. I'm gonna put that in on 5, even though I didn't finish yet. But from the first few hours, I love the game, and as I beat, I guess it could change because that's one of my favorite indie games this generation. It's a good game, good story.
Yeah, it continuously gets better. So
yes,
you're only a few hours in.
I like
better.
all the new characters you run into. Everybody. It's lively. The humor of the game, and I just like it. I like it. It's just a good, it's a good little art 2D side scroll little RPG. And it'll gravitate you in. Katana Zero. Like, I was surprised. I bought it on the Switch and I just never played it. But once I saw it on Game Pass, I was like, okay, let me just try it out. And I
was gonna replay it on Game Pass, but there's no freaking achievements. So I was like, forget this.
Yeah, it is.
Not on PC.
Oh, really?
Which makes no sense because it's the same game.
I did not know that, but I got achievements.
That's annoying. Yeah, because I was gonna replay it because I like that game, but then they don't have achievements on the PC version, so it's like, oh, fuck you then. I'm not playing it again.
Child of Light is my number 3. That was like one of my earlier. In matter of fact, I think that was my very first indie game that I ever played because you recommend me that game a long time ago. I was like, I'm not into indies. I was like, you was like, try it out. Then once I tried it out, I played. I was like, you know what? That's a good game. I like it. A little smaller game.
Yeah.
It's really good. So I enjoyed it. Because like I say, Divisible, it could change. I could swap games. Like I'm not totally finished with Divisible. It could change. But right now, Child of Light is number 3. Number 2, Ori 2. Ori was a Will of the Wisp.
Yeah,
beautiful game. I wish I had an OLED TV so I could play it in 4K, 20 frames per second. Because a lot of people say that game is so gorgeous, and in playing it 120 frames per second, it's night and day. Because when the game first came out, the game was buggy. I don't know, man. I still played through. I was a little disappointed that the launch. They should have waited to launch that game, but I still had fun.
Yeah, because they fixed the problem within like a week. So I don't know why the hell they didn't just delay it a week.
They should have just delayed it because, like, I didn't even get my achievement from beating the last boss. I still never got my achievement. I was like, are you kidding me? I was like, you know what? I'm not even going back. Maybe I'll go back when I get the Series X, but yeah, that kind of pissed me off. Of course, number 1 is Streets of Rage 4. Yeah, I've been waiting on that game ever since I was a child. I can't believe it took them over 25 years to finally give us another Streets of Rage. The music is, you already know, they're known for having great music. The fight mechanics, the combos, the classic characters that they put a lot into that game. I kind of wish the game was a little bit longer, but Streets of Rage games has always been between 1 to 2 hours, maybe an hour and a half to 2 hours overall. Wish it was a little longer. But that completes my top 10 games and top 5 indie games. So, is there any honorable mentions?
Yeah, there's a lot of other games I had to push off the list, but like. Let me just look behind me here. The Wolfenstein games, Wolfenstein 2 especially. I love that
Oh my
game.
God.
Resident Evil 2 remake would be one for me.
I didn't even put. I love
Tomb Raider,
Wolfenstein 2.
Rise of the Tomb Raider, Shadow of Tomb Raider. Those are awesome. So, like the other Yakuza games, Kiwami 2. That's an awesome game. There's a bunch of games I couldn't put on the list, but like, what else? Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. I know it's a Wii U game, but it's still this generation technically. Zelda Link's Awakening, which I personally feel is better than Breath of the Wild.
Oh damn!
That game's fantastic. But yeah, like there's a bunch, but yeah, I want Zelda Wind Waker HD Switch because that's my favorite.
Man, it's kind of hard. Like y'all, when you mentioned Rise of the Tomb Raider, I love that game. I could have easily put that on my top 10.
Yeah,
but it's hard. So many good games that came out this generation.
Rise of the Tomb Raider is excellent.
I think Rise of the Tomb Raider, in my opinion, was better than Uncharted 4. But it is what it is.
Definitely. Oh, and Uncharted Lost Legacy. That's one of my favorite games this gen too. I love that game.
What about your honorable mentions, Nick?
Resident Evil 2 remake would be one.
Yeah, that one too. That's one of my honorable mentions.
That's a pretty good one. Trying to think. Oh, Devil May Cry 5.
Yeah, that one too.
That was a good one.
DMC 5 also, yeah.
Let me take a quick look.
I'm gonna put Luigi's Mansion 3. I really did enjoy that game. It was very fun.
That's a very good game.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that on there.
Very good game.
Somebody already said. Let me see. What else? I'm trying to think.
Oh, Darksiders 3. I enjoyed that game a lot. Actually, a lot of people don't.
I mean, yeah, I would have to go with Yakuza 0 for another one.
Yeah.
For honorable mention.
Yeah, Yakuza 0 as well. Somebody already said Wolfenstein 2. I love that one too.
Yeah, Wolfenstein 2 is so good.
Yeah, it was.
I can't wait for the next one. Outer Worlds. Outer Worlds was really fun.
What else?
I would say Astral Chain, but like that frame rate killed that game for me.
Oh, really?
Otherwise, it's fun.
Man, Nintendo just need to go ahead and just give us a Switch Pro, man. Them frame
And
rates,
there's like
man.
some really questionable platforming sections, so
really?
That kind of holds the game back.
It's really
We need to put an actual jump button in the next one.
Yeah, I think that would help.
If they make another one, I don't know.
I'm pretty sure they will. It's sold well enough.
He said it sold well enough to at least justify a sequel. So
yeah, so I'm sure it's fine. They'll get another one.
jump button.
Definitely need a jump.
I'm surprised none of y'all didn't mention.
Gears Tactics. You'll play that soon enough. Real, but Gears Tactics is fantastic.
None of that or the thing to pull you or something like that.
I never got into those type of games.
Yeah, I'm not really big into them either, but that one and Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle, they're a little more accessible if you're not used to those kind of games. That's really fun. That and Mario Kingdom Rabbids, that's an awesome game too, actually, by the way. Yeah, Horizon Zero Dawn, that's another honorable mention. That's a great game. Only on PC, not the shitty-ass PlayStation version. Put that out there.
Surprised you. As much as y'all play Mario Kart, I'm surprised neither one of y'all put that on y'all list.
That's just like a strictly multiplayer game. I personally don't ever consider multiplayer games as a game of the.
That's just like a thing.
Yeah.
For me, like only single player games count for game of the generation kind of stuff. That's just me, though.
Which I'm retiring from Mario Kart, by the way.
Same reason I won't put Smash in my top 10 of anything, because like I just play for multiplayer, so I don't really care.
Yeah, not into the whole. Oh, let's be professional. Yeah.
I can't think of nothing else, man. I didn't name my honorable mentions. I don't know. I did like Uncharted 4.
Another honorable mention. Here's an honorable mention for indie games. Children of Morta. That game is fantastic.
I didn't play
and
that
Yooka-Laylee and the Impossible Lair. That game's really good too. I think Children of Morta is on Game Pass on PC. I don't know about Xbox, but if it is, you should play it. That game's awesome.
Oh, okay.
Kunai was good. Ruiner was good. There's so many games I played.
Excuse me.
Oh, Shadow Warrior 2. That game is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I actually like it more than Doom.
Yeah. Man, you know
'Cause you
what?
get,
We
like,
didn't
sword
put Doom
fighting and
Eternal. Dang, how the hell I love first person shooting games. I have not even one of them on my list.
I haven't played it yet, so
I haven't beat it yet, so I
Right.
couldn't put it on my
Yeah,
Man,
list.
how the
that's
hell
what
did
I
not
was
put that on my list? Man, it's better than
Definitely
Doom.
Titanfall 2. Titanfall 2 is my favorite shooter this gen. Then second is probably
Yeah.
Shadow Warrior 2.
Yeah, I enjoyed Doom Eternal more than Doom 2016. They both good, but Doom Eternal, man, it is so awesome, dude. It's freaking
Yeah,
awesome.
Doom Eternal kicks it up a notch. I played like 4 or 5 hours of it, but I'm gonna start over when it comes to Game Pass PC. I'm gonna.
So yeah,
start
I'm
from
gonna say
scratch.
Doom
Like,
Eternal. It's between Doom Eternal and Wolfenstein 2 is my best first person shooter game this
Wolfenstein.
gen. I don't know which
Hey,
one.
you know what's funny? Microsoft owns both of them.
Ha! Yeah, yep, that is funny. That is funny. Matter of fact,
I can't believe 2 EA games made it on my top 10 of the generation. Fucking crazy.
I heard there's a
Titanfall 2 and Star
rumor.
Wars Jedi Fallen
I heard
Order.
there's a rumor there's gonna be a Titanfall 3. I hope that's true.
Yeah, I hope that's true. It apparently got data mined, so I'm pretty sure it's true. They need to,
Okay.
because that game kind of ends on a cliffhanger, sort of.
Mm-hmm. So, is there any questions in the chat? The 12 that's watching, people done left already. Any questions?
Does PS5 have RDNA3?
No.
Yeah.
RDNA3 is not even available until
Somebody
2022.
tweeted. Somebody he said it on Twitter, so it's true.
I guess. I saw a question earlier.
Oh, you did?
Let me see if I can find it again. It was early, it was like up in the chat. I don't remember where it is now. Did they delete it? I don't see it anymore. What the heck? They must have deleted it.
Oh, okay.
Oh wait, here's one. Do any of you think that the Xbox Series S will give the console sales I guess he means will get the console sale victory?
Overall?
Yeah, I think he's just like joking around, but it'll probably be the best-selling Xbox simply because of price point, which we kind of talked about earlier. But I personally don't see the value in it anymore.
I really don't know if this is going to be. Some people say this is going to be the best-selling Xbox system, but I don't know because
I think so.
If it is, then that would be a huge success because the fact that they not only put in game on Xbox, they put it on phones and PC. But I don't know, the way they market this console.
It's the same thing with like the Xbox One S and the Xbox One X. The One S always outsells it, just simply because it's cheaper.
Yeah, well, it could be the best. It could surpass the 360. That was a beast of a console.
Yeah, Xbox needs a 100 million selling generation, but I don't know if they can because they're like diversifying so much. All their games go to PC.
Yeah, that's why I was
games
saying
games are going to xCloud, so you can play it on the phones and tablets and shit. They're not worried about selling 100 million consoles. Clearly, since this is what they're doing.
Yeah, they're
like,
more worried about Game Pass.
I would imagine it'll at least sell better than the Xbox One generation.
We still don't know the numbers of Xbox One. We still don't know. They've been.
All you need to know is it's less than the Switch. Okay. He already asked that question. When going to be the next podcast? 3 years, probably.
Oh, that was our next question. Whatever.
Do you think Sony will out with a mid-generation upgrade to better match up with Xbox Series X? Well, based on the PS4 Pro and the Xbox One X, I would imagine there will be mid-gen upgrades again.
I don't know if they're really going to do that again because it didn't really work out that well.
Well, I think Sony would be more inclined to do it just to stop the power narrative.
Maybe.
But it'd probably be at least years out from now.
Well, if Sony gonna do it, Microsoft's gonna do it because I don't think Microsoft wants Sony to one up them again. To be honest with you.
Yeah, I don't think Microsoft is ever gonna lose the power game again.
Yeah, like it doesn't make sense for a $1 trillion company to lose a power battle a $1 billion company, man. It don't make sense at all.
And like clearly, like Microsoft have better engineers than Sony too, because like the Xbox is smaller than the PlayStation 5, significantly smaller, and it's more powerful.
Yeah,
But, like Sony made a huge. The PlayStation 5 is the largest console of all time, and they're not getting clowned enough for it because like
really
we
want
all.
to see a box of this person. I just want to.
It's huge, man. I've just seen all these YouTubers holding it up. It's like as big as their chest.
Where's that?
I'll have mine soon enough, but I'm keeping it in the box. I'm gonna take a picture of myself with it and be like, "This is a huge bitch."
Hold on, I like this picture though. 1 second. See if I can. Oh damn it!
Here's another one. If you
I'm trying
could,
to screen share it, but
which of these courses? What? Which of these courses would you make? Make Nintendo make? Maybe he means choices. Which of these choices would you make? Make Nintendo make Metroid a priority for once, fix the online and bring it up to Sony and Microsoft standards, or say F it and just do nothing? I would rather they fix their online.
I'd probably fix the online.
Yeah, that because that affects a whole bunch of games. I don't care about Metroid.
I don't think Nintendo ain't gonna fix nothing until they have another Wii U incident. Because I feel that they making so much money right now. They on top of the world. They ain't got no games coming out. They got a fucking Dynasty Warrior games as a fucking holiday title, and their system is still selling like crazy. I don't get it. I don't.
This is their best year so far. Like during the generation, which is crazy.
What came out this year? Dude, I'm not trying to sound like no hater.
Well, if you got a bunch of if you got a bunch of people who can't go anywhere, to them they're playing new games.
I really don't. I don't get it, but hey,
yeah, this was like for the Switch. Like this is definitely a weak year. Like it was basically just Animal Crossing, Paper Mario, and now Hyrule Warriors.
Just remember, if you haven't played it, it's new to you.
Oh Lord,
Played what? A bunch of 360 games.
If you haven't played it, it's new to you.
Those are old ass games, Nick. Anyone who's a gamer
I don't know
would
what
play
to tell you,
that.
man. I'm trying to provide. It's not my fault you don't like them.
Don't like what? Old games that we've already played?
The answers I'm giving you, I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Try to explain. I don't know.
Last gen games for $60 is not a good deal.
They're probably not buying those. They're probably buying like the new Nintendo.
Oh, I would hope so. Look, obviously, Animal Crossing sold 26 million.
Oh my god!
In like what?
That's crazy.
8 months or something.
26 million.
I mean, if you look at the console sales and you look at the game sales, it's all pretty much the first party stuff that's selling still.
It's mostly the first party stuff because like who's buying these? Like who the hell is playing The Witcher 3 on the Switch? That game looks like ass, and it's $60. Like who's playing all this?
Still
Super
$60.
like.
No. Let me see. Let's look up VG charts.
No, they're mostly buying the first party stuff. They're not buying.
Yeah, that's always what's on the top 20 list is first party stuff. You never see third party games there, other than like the odd sports game. But like other than like Nintendo YouTubers who are trying to trick you into buying full price old games for some reason, like nobody's really buying these.
Wow,
well, that's what they're doing.
Damn. That's sad. If you get
they're trying to trick you and put their little affiliate links so you buy it and they get a little money.
Top seller is also Mario Kart 8, so that game is still.
It's almost at 30 million.
Damn, I think it's like the most selling game for the system.
Yeah, and Smash Bros is at 21 million, something like that.
That's crazy, though.
So they got like 3 games that are 20 plus million sellers. They got
people
like
buying Switch and Mario Kart. That's pretty much
crazy.
Oh, so they had like another. They just updated their sales again.
They had a couple of days ago. Yeah.
Oh.
That was that shit I was posting in your Discord the other day. I was like, I'm posting sales numbers. People up.
Oh, this is piss people off. Hey, it is what
people
it
don't
is,
like
man.
to see that. People don't like when Nintendo has a lot of sales.
I'm looking at Witcher 3 on the Switch, and it said as of December 31st, 2019, They said over 700,000 units shipping total.
It must be at 1,000,000 by now. Probably.
Yeah, like there is no audience on the Switch.
That's still pretty impressive.
That is pretty impressive.
Yeah,
I will say one thing about the Witcher port though for Switch. It just showed how fucking lazy all the other third-party developers are for that thing.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I heard they did a good job on that port.
I mean, they did their best. They squeezed all that game and all the DLC onto one. I think they used like the 32-bit cartridge or something like that. They went all out for it.
Yeah.
So they did show that if these third-party companies put enough effort into it, they could get it a little better.
Well, if they sold
instead of that whole let's use the 4 gigabyte card and then have you download the rest of the game. That'll work.
If they sold about 1 million, I guess you could say they got their profits back if they sold about 1 million. Because it's not like they selling it for like $30 because I just don't understand like with these games it's still priced at $60 like Skyrim, Doom 2016. I think they're still priced at 60 for some reason. I don't know why, but I guess maybe they'll open up more.
Nobody's really buying them.
They're buying them. I guess, hey, whatever floats their boat, man. But I'm gonna be paying $60. I'm gonna get the best version of it for real. I'm running for real. But I guess if I can't, has everybody else got any questions before we wrap this bad boy up? Because we about to hit fuckboy hours in a few. We already over 2 hours and 22 minutes, something like that.
What do y'all think of the game loading faster on Xbox Series X or PS5?
What do you think of loading faster? I'm not sure. Ain't all games load faster on the Series X? I don't know.
Yeah, even though the PS5 SSD is faster.
Oh, really?
But the Xbox is still loading games quicker. So far, it's just on backwards compatible games. We'll see on like current gen stuff after that. But
which is the most you were hyped for, a giant router or a power brick?
Hey, long as it give us good games, man, I don't care. I'm kind of excited for Cyberpunk.
I'm more excited about new graphics cards, but okay.
I want to know how.
I'm excited. You know what I'm excited for? The 3080 I can't fucking get.
You still can't get it?
You can probably get one in January.
No.
Those things are sold out everywhere.
Yeah, once they get back on pre-order, they already got the bots ready. They already ready.
Yeah.
3080.
The stupid bots, man, they buy up everything.
Your console. I want a graphics card.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Can't buy nothing right now.
No, you can't. Thanks to this COVID and this quarantine stuff, people ain't got nothing to do.
Yep.
Nah, that would have happened either way, COVID, because they had all those fucking bots like buy them out and resell them.
Well, I don't know, man. Like just gaming in general, this whole entire year since the whole COVID season, we are new that video games is popular, but I've never seen games sell out this magnitude. Like it's been to a point that if you're a retro collector, even the retro systems have went up drastically. The games went up, the systems went up. The original Xbox used to cost like $50-$60 to buy in stores. Now it's like $120, $130. It's like they done doubled the price on a lot of these games. So a lot of people ain't got nothing to do. A lot of people want to play some old school games and just gaming in general.
I heard some people say if you put the PC game disc in the Xbox Series X, it's going to play it. Is that true? Yes, it is. Do that.
Did you say a PC game disc?
Yeah, that's exactly what.
They still make those?
There's a couple, but it's not very normal though.
I don't know when last time I saw a PC game disc.
Mostly it's just a box with a download code.
Yeah, a lot of the time it's just a box with a code in it.
Tayshawn
But
said,
Bethesda actually gives you a disc and a code. Because I bought Wolfenstein 2 and it came with a disc and it came with a Steam code. So that was pretty cool.
we didn't miss your question, Tayshawn, about the router and the power brick. We got to that.
Oh, we did it first, but then we went back to it.
But we didn't actually answer him. You just read the question.
Oh,
But between the two, I'm more excited for eventually getting a PlayStation 5 because I have zero need for an Xbox. And hopefully zero need for a PlayStation if they put their games on PC. Then I don't.
it's
need
not
either.
gonna happen. Even if they do put it on PC,
People will buy it.
I'm just waiting for them to announce God of War and Spider-Man for PC. I'll be very happy.
it's
We
not.
need to make
It's not
a.
gonna happen. If it does, it'll be years down the line after it's been released. Me, I can't wait.
Yeah,
I
well,
can't
they
wait.
did it with
If
Horizon
something comes
for
out, I
2
want it
years.
now. I want it now. Well,
Yeah, I used to be like that, but I don't care anymore. A lot of the times when you spend full price, the game's like less
I just wait until
enjoyable.
I get a. Wait till the PS5 Slim comes out. Then I'm.
okay, I guess that about wraps it up. And if y'all got anything else to say,
Nope, I'm gonna go eat dinner.
Yeah, me too.
okay. Before Nick gets mad, you know how Nick gets, ready to go and start cussing us out. But yeah,
Cloud.
it was a good show. I appreciate everybody that tuned in today. Had a lot to talk about. Want to talk about more things, but we ain't got enough time. Got to wake up 4 o'clock in the morning, and after work, I'm gonna be tired, and I got to take my shower. Go home, take my shower, and go fight some people in line. Yeah, yeah. I don't want to do it, but I'm gonna do it. I want my Series X. I thought about
You
trading.
missed
in,
out.
huh?
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I said I
Okay.
thought about trading in my One X because they said it's 175, but if I trade it towards the new console, I get 200. I'm not sure if that's a good deal or a bad deal. I'm not even sure.
Well, how much did Xbox One X sell for now?
I think 400. I think I'm not sure.
No, I mean like a used one. Not a new
Oh, you're talking about a used one.
Yeah,
I don't
you have
know.
to go by used prices, right? You can't expect full price.
I think the used price is like $50 cheaper than the new price. I think. So maybe 350.
Okay. Yeah.
Of course, they said it
200's
depends on the condition. If it's in good condition, we give you 200. That's what he said. But yeah, GameStop selling their refurbished One X at 360. Was 370.
Oh, that's not a good buy at all.
So yeah, so that's what I thought about if because I really do not want to spend my over $500 out of my pocket on it. I really want to either trade it in or sell my console or get some money off of it. Maybe I'll just go to the pawn shop and get some money off of it because I really don't want to sell my console for nothing.
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
it is bad to have $800 on YouTube Switch when your boyfriend bought you for it.
Damn, 800 hours of YouTube on the Switch
Damn.
on that tiny screen.
Okay. Yeah. Like I said, appreciate everybody coming out. And anybody else have any closing statements before we get up out of here?
I'm hungry.
Okay, me
Yeah.
too.
I am also hungry.
All right, and I appreciate everybody coming out, and I guess do y'all outros, get up out of here.
Time, next time we see y'all, it'll be the next generation. And yeah, that's pretty cool.
And none of us will still have one. I don't know what to do.
Oh Lord,
That's I will have 2, but they will not be open.
It's not counting. You're trying to sell them.
It counts.
Alex. I don't even like talking about you scapping because it just pisses me off.
You should do it during the next podcast. While we're doing the podcast. Scalp it while we're doing the podcast.
Oh man, I wish.
So I guess let's start with you, Nick. Get your outro out the way.
All right. First of all, sorry I was late. Had some trouble. Got stuck at work for like another fucking hour or something like that. So this has been you've missed the opportunity to call us the Alex Real and fucking Nick show.
You know what? I was thinking about it. I was like, it's too late now.
Hopefully things go smoother next week or in 2022 whenever we do the next podcast.
How the fuck you get the cool name?
Appreciate
Fucking
it.
Nick. How you get the cool
You really
name?
can't do it because you did it. No,
I did that.
me. So
I did that for real. Maybe
all
I
right.
gotta.
Thanks, bye.
All right. I guess go with you, Alex.
All right. Alex Prime here. Thanks for dropping by the last Real Talk podcast of the 8th generation. That was pretty cool. It's been a good generation overall.
And of 2020.
Yeah, and well, 2020 is not so great, except for obviously the a couple days ago. But other than that, we'll be back next week, hopefully, or maybe in 2022. We'll see.
Oh damn! You skipped 2021. Oh, that's messed up, man. All right, this is your boy Rick 27. Appreciate everybody coming out, and hopefully we will see y'all guys next Friday. Depends on how I feel. If it's not Friday, then it will be Sunday. I will try to get this podcast back on track weekly, man. It's just, like I said, I've just been very tired, and after that, as soon as I get off, I take my shower, give me a little something to eat. I gotta, lay down, I gotta go sleep. I'm tired. But anyway, appreciate you guys coming out, and we will see y'all the next ride. Peace out. Peace. Hold on, before y'all start cussing